The final day of round-robin action gets underway in Brandon. Stuart Thompson's team need a win and hope other results go their way. A costly defeat yesterday dropped Nova Scotia's record to 3-2. And it doesn't get any easier today.
That will be for the win.
Brad Gushue has been cool under pressure. The back-to-back champs sit second in Pool B as they look to lock up a spot in the championship pool. Team Canada, Team Nova Scotia, the Tim Hortons Brier continues. Make the drive about 2 hours west of Winnipeg and you'll find us in Brandon, Manitoba. Great to be back on the prairie site of this year's Tim Hortons Brier and Championship Weekend right around the corner at the Keystone Centre, and only one team will move on as Team Canada to the Men's Worlds in Lethbridge, Alberta later this month. Our feature this morning, a battle of the East Coast, Nova Scotia and Team Canada. First, let's show you last night, Draw 11, and the Brier champs from 2013 in Edmonton, led by Brad Jacobs. They have shown up in Brandon, and they've played lights out so far.
Well, like yesterday, Ryan Fry has been a highlight reel so far this week, and Brad Jacobs just converting on every single opportunity for two last night, and this was in 9. The opportunity to get to the 4-foot for 2, and Manitoba will say that is enough.
Just lights out, draw away, another great shot, handshakes, and a win. Still perfect, Northern Ontario 9-5 over Manitoba. Team Wildcard, Brendan Bottcher 10-4 over Martin Kretz. And Team Quebec, Yukon in an extra end beating PEI 8-7. And Saskatchewan very much alive, 9-5 over Newfoundland and Labrador. So, in Pool A, we know Northern Ontario Wildcard moving on to the championship round of 8 tomorrow. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Yukon, Quebec in the mix. We know PEI and Newfoundland Labrador are moving on to the patch. Pool B, Alberta qualified. Team Canada, Ontario, BC, Nova Scotia still in the mix. So with that, we're ready to roll. Coming inside the Keystone Centre. Glad you're watching our coverage. Brian and Kathy with you. We also know that Team Canada is guaranteed, at the very least, a tiebreaker game to get into the championship round. When you talk about Brad Gushue, over his last 2 Briers, his record 37-7. He's the 2-time defending champ, but you feel he's flying under the radar still. Why?
And I don't know why. You know, they're not at the top of the standings like Northern Ontario, first in each category, but they are second in some of them. And Brad Gushue is dialed in. He is putting the broom in the right spot in a very tight contested game against Terry Odishaw yesterday. He had this shot for the win. You over curl an inch and you give away the victory. This is for 2. So precise. He is so good. I don't know why they're not talking about him, because he is here.
Facing this morning, 26-year-old Stuart Thompson out of Team Nova Scotia, and this squad, obviously, they're trying to win their 3rd consecutive Brier title, and only Randy Furby's team has done that back in the day. As for Stuart, he's 26, his first time here. He said it was a dream to get here. Well, he's going to need a dream final day, because who does he have left? Team Canada, and then he has Team Alberta.
Well, I don't know that a team like Nova Scotia goes into this day saying we're going to go 2-0, but it is an opportunity to learn and to push those really top teams. They are going to have to be very good to compete.
So for Thompson, if he hopes to make the championship round, he has to beat a heavyweight in Team Canada, and then he's got to knock off Alberta later on tonight. We're ready to go. First rock next from Brandon.
So hard to call.
By the red, pick it, move the red stone. 3 on the board.
Unbelievable.
Bang. And stuffed it and spilled it. Oh, he caught it to go. Right now, it's a stolen win for New Brunswick. Got to get it by their own. Get it by their own. Oh, and sit there. And that will be for the win.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada. The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
It is the final day of group play in this round of 16. Tomorrow, the championship round of 8 begins. Time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with Team Nova Scotia out of the Dartmouth Curling Club. Your skip is Stuart Thompson. Third, Colton Steele. Second, Travis Coulter. And lead, Taylor Ardeel. And Team Canada out of the Ballyhaley Golf and Country Club in Remax Center in St. John's. Skip, Brad Gushue. Third, Mark Nichols. Second, Brett Gallant. And your lead is Jeff Walker. So an opportunity to try win 3 consecutive Brier titles. As we talked about, Kathy, nobody's done that since the great Randy Furby, Dave Nedowin team. And that is what Brad Gushue is trying to do today. And the hand is up there, you see, from Stuart Thompson. It was Team Canada winning that draw to the button. So throwing the red stones this morning is Nova Scotia. Yellowstones, Team Canada. And starting us off is the lead, Taylor Ardeel, 25 years of age. And a big day for Nova Scotia, Kathy. You have to first deal with Team Canada, waiting for you, Team Alberta, if you hope to make that championship round of 8, which begins tomorrow.
It looks like it's definitely in.
When you saw the numbers for Taylor, it just is indicative of how tough this field is. His overall average is 84%, but that is only good enough to get you tied for 11th.
I ran fairly straight when I threw the tick, so.
Okay.
Now, Jeff Walker's numbers really had a big bogey on the, or a double bogey with the 75 in his first game, and that is going to keep his numbers down because, of course, they're average, but he has been playing better and better as of late.
Very well. 30.
Wait's nice. Paid on its own.
Taylor is the ice technician back home in Dartmouth at the curling club there, and that's pretty nice to have a guy that knows the ice well.
I think it's like the same as his last one.
You often find that those are the players that talk the most to the ice makers here, finding out what they're clipping, what kind of pebble head they have on. It's that extra information and having it mean something to you as well.
It'd be nice and quick then.
That shouldn't be bad at all.
Your hair light, pretty good. Weight should be good.
Let it curl a bit.
I think we're there.
Not curling yet. Not curling yet. Yeah, I'd like it to curl for sure. Hard mark. Doesn't look heavy either. Hard mark. Hard mark. Gotta go. Right here. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Good, Jeff.
And the gotta go wasn't so much for Wade, is that with an extra couple of feet, it would have curled more and got more to a corner guard.
Should have asked for less ice there.
Yeah, top 4. Line's close. It's not bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, Wade's great.
This, Kathy, a great young team out of Nova Scotia, and they finally ended the 3-year reign of Jamie Murphy at provincials. And, I mean, all these guys under the age of 27, so really, if they stay together, a real good future for this squad coming out of Nova Scotia for years to come.
Well, they invested a lot more in this last year, bringing in a sports psychologist, getting to the gym more, working on a nutrition plan. So they're putting the time in. And for Stuart Thompson, lost the provincial final 2 years ago, had an open hit and stick in the wings.
Weight's good.
And at the last minute, he said he just felt like it over curled or caught something and rolled out. That's how he lost, or he would have been here earlier.
Hard, Jeff. Hard. Hard. Fall through, Mark. Fall through.
Whoa.
Go, 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 go.
You know, we've already talked about what a big day this is for Nova Scotia. And so you take it into bite-sized chunks. And one of the keys is the backhand plus. They match up, not in numbers, but in plus and minuses very well with Team Canada, and also set up well. We've talked about Taylor being 11th And it is the setup that really gets your team into a good position and maybe makes the shots a little bit easier for the skip.
Whoa, whoa.
Wait's great.
Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa.
Well then. Whoa.
Whoa, line's great.
Top 4.
Line's great. Taylor's brick.
Okay.
I think you want to bite the tee. Bite the tee.
I don't think we need to.
Bite the tee. Gotta go, Taylor. Keep going.
You know, Brian, we talked about Team Canada flying a little bit under the radar. Maybe they're not as flashy, but some opportunities today to continue to work on things. When looking inside the numbers, Brad Gushue just a little bit off on a couple of his draws yesterday. A chance to figure out exactly what the weight and speed are. And we already talked about Jeff Walker. Started very slow, but his numbers are really climbing. 95 and 96 in his last outings.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep. Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Yep! Sit.
Well, I think that radar, Kathy, will be opened wide open coming up because you got the championship round starting and you just can't look past Team Canada. And we're talking about them now, aren't we? I mean, they're certainly that team still to beat. You got the flag on your back and everyone's gunning for you.
And I do think that so much of that is, you know, focus on the wild card game. It becomes the feature coming into this event, and Brendan Bodger having such an amazing year. Kevin Cooey is always a highlight reel, and then Northern Ontario has been very invincible. And so, you know, all of a sudden, Team Canada, they're not as flashy perhaps, but man, they're making a lot of shots.
Whoa, whoa, a little bit too.
Roll it.
Hard, hard, hard. Good shot.
Try and stick it on the nose. You probably make a double.
Just a hair high.
So just to the right of the broom that Brad Gushue is holding, to run it back, clip that one, and have it driven back onto the other stone behind cover for the attempted double.
Hard! 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 Whoa! Good shot.
And that just over curled for Mark. So gets one.
Shot.
Get that shooter out of there a little.
Trying to keep it on that high side.
Yeah. Same weight.
That was nice and normal?
Yep.
Okay.
Same. Clean.
Colton Steele, 26 years of age, lives in Halifax.
Clean.
Clean. Shot.
Good.
It's been a great year, Kathy, for curling in Nova Scotia. They had the World Juniors recently. We were just in Sydney for the Scotties as well, and great hospitality out east.
DJ Khaled back here.
No thrown for weight, Mark.
Normal.
Okay. Whoa, whoa! It's good. Normal. Normal. Yep. Flying through. Yep. Hard. 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 Oh. Good try.
Good throw. Nice weight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
On this one, if we know, do you think he comes over here?
Yeah, he probably does.
You just roll the center's probably perfect?
Probably does, and then we have to go here, so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Roll here.
That way, if he plays that, you can just you can bump ours up or something.
Yeah. No, I think we want to block that. He's got to make a double and roll or something.
Okay, so where are we rolling ideally? Not behind the yellow, though.
No, not behind it.
Okay.
No. Regular, though?
Yeah,
I got to think this is going to be really straight.
Okay. You have air on the outturn if you prefer it.
Just haven't thrown it.
And Kathy, much like many of the players on the ice, Stuart also junior experience. We just mentioned that the Junior Worlds were in his home province. He played in 3 Canadian juniors, and he won bronze skipping in Fort McMurray back in 2013 for Nova Scotia.
It's in there.
Well, for Stuart, wants to roll to protect the come around. They feel that if they nose hit, Brad Gushue will try to find a way to score 2, and the best way to do that is going around the corner guard.
No, wait.
So don't want to be completely buried because that will force Gushue to do that, but want to take away the easy draw.
You overcurled it.
Oh, sorry, Stu. That's my bad. Sorry, guys.
I don't know what that was.
What were we trying?
We were trying to roll the foot that way so he doesn't have this freeze. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's interesting, Kathy, because I thought they were pretty clear in the conversation, at least at one end, about what they wanted, but I guess passing that info to the other end.
Communications is a huge part of this game, and you can think that you're good at it, but sometimes in this environment you realize that you still have room to improve. I think most teams would say that communication is an area for improvement by most teams.
It's pretty slow, like 8 feet slow here.
There's been a bunch of hits down this same path now.
Yeah. So
I think once it gets across center, Brett, we got to watch it at the end, but I think it should slide good to start.
This is the path that is often the most tricky in the first end because of the draw to the button. All shots thrown in the pre-game practice are outside in, outside in. So when you throw down the center path, it's an area that doesn't get a lot of play. So often it is heavier.
T needs to be Jeff if you got to go.
No line.
What do you think?
Jeff's
T.
Always Jeff.
Mine's getting better.
Trying to get better.
Back 4.
Stay down, Jeff.
Mine's getting better. Hard, guys. Hard.
Jeff.
Hard. A little more. Hard. Hard.
Good brush there from Jeff Walker. You'll remember, Kathy, in their first Brier win back on the rock in St. John's. Remember, his shoulder was hurting all week long, and that final brush, you'll never forget it. Mark Nichols raced from one end, came up to the hog line, and helped sweep it in for their first Canadian title.
Yeah, a little, yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Well, like even if it does this, he has a red one to deal with.
Yeah, just keep the line good.
Yeah.
Maybe give me 2 heads plus center for like just barely hack.
Like here?
Yeah.
Just through.
Yeah. This one should have warmed it up a bit.
So trying to get across a little bit
Colton threw a bunch of takeouts up this side of center
to get underneath to lie 3.
yeah, that
I'll
14.
try and keep it on the lighter end. I don't want to whip it down there and give it no shot.
Okay.
Brad Gushue's ran pretty straight on that center line before it started to move off. So a chance to get a bit of a read from that.
Just back line.
Yep.
Just through.
Whoa.
Please.
Whoa.
Clean. Just through.
Just through. Whoa.
Yep. Clean. Whoa.
Whoa.
Taylor.
Taylor.
All the way. All the way.
Yep.
Hard,
Taylor Ardeal trying to get a little more curl for his skip, the tap, the jam.
Okay.
And it is shot stone, though, with one still to come from Team Canada.
Yeah, we had to play it way more aggressive.
Pretty straight there.
Yeah, well, I knew it would be straight based on his, but I had to think that was still going
I
to
thought
curl.
it would go at the end.
Shoot.
Okay.
Well, the same shot facing Brad Gushue.
Yeah.
He is not trying to get across those, so a little bit of an easier
About
shot.
half a rock, 2/3. Yep. You bet.
Let's poke it out sideways.
The hack?
Hack weight, I think is good. Looks like a lot. Does. You got to think once it gets to the line, it's going to curl.
Yeah, that is. Just to the hack.
A 12-1 record last year in Regina. And look at that, 4-0 when starting with hammer, and that is the case here in this game.
To the hack! Whoa!
Final stone, first end, Brad Gushue.
Whoa!
The out-turn tap,
Whoa!
and try pick up a pair here in the first.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Brett!
Hard, Brett.
That's good! Whoa, whoa!
You're good. You're good. You're good. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, make sure.
You're good, you're
make
good,
sure,
you're
make sure.
And indeed, you are good. Tap it through, and 2 on the board in this first end for Team Canada. And a smile for the 2-time defending champ. He leads.
It was just a hair tighter.
Yeah.
You ended up tasting it.
I know. It's just.
Welcome back to the Keystone Center in Brandon, Manitoba. And this city has hosted pretty much every major curling championship over the years, including the men's and women's worlds back in 1995. That year, Carrie Burtnick won gold for Team Canada, and our Kathy Gushue battled hard. And I was just going to say you earned silver that year. And of course, these teams are working all they can to try and represent Canada at the men's worlds in Lethbridge, Alberta. And it's always special, Kathy, to play in your home country with the Maple Leaf, which was my segue to you and the honor that you had here in Brandon.
Oh, it's a wonderful opportunity. Kevin Cooey has said earlier this week that it would be an amazing experience if they were to win, because his Worlds and Olympics were offshore and never had the opportunity. And so for Team Botcher and for Team Cooey, should they happen to win, not only do you get to represent Canada at the Worlds in your own country, you represent in your own province, and so much support for the teams. But there's many teams that would like to say, who cares about you, and be there as well.
I don't mind taking the front one and rolling in, or even just throwing a second corner.
I don't hate another corner or a tick.
I think this will be reasonable.
All right.
I think it's reasonable too.
Okay.
What do you want to see? That was 50?
I think that.
I had a 45.
I think it's
25.
So what I threw in the first set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice and positive. .405, that looks good.
Easy line.
Line only, little hot.
Easy line.
Whoa.
Back 4, back 8.
Off.
Back
Looks like
8.
a
It's almost
rocket.
through.
12.
I was thinking you got to throw the same speed here.
I'm pretty sure it's right through.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd throw the same as anywhere.
Yeah, so were we.
Didn't believe it?
Yeah, I think.
And a tough miss
He
there
just didn't
for
hit the time he was looking for.
Nova Scotia. As we check in, and your games on the ice this morning, New Brunswick and Ontario on sheet A is Scott McDonald very much in the mix. Nunavut and Team Alberta, as David St. Louis still looking for his first win. Our feature, sheet C. And on sheet D, Jim Cotter, who lost a Brier final and a Trials final trying to make that championship round. He's taking on Jamie Cooey in the Northwest Territories. And we will keep you up to date all morning long here from Brandon at the Keystone Center. Our final morning draw here on TSN. Kathy and I have had a great week so far.
We have.
In the mornings, keeping you up to date.
Remember, you're crossing center line. Line's good.
Wait, don't wait.
Whoa.
Up button. Line's good.
Line's good. Full 4.
Don't need it. It's all there. We don't need it. Keep it above the T line.
Right here. Stay with it. Just full 4 though.
Whoa. Really sliding good. Good shot.
Nice weight.
So, Kathy, a number of rookie skips this year, including Scott McDonald, and he's been impressive. He had a couple real tough games to start his Brier, but picking up momentum, 3 straight wins, looking to make it 4 in a row, facing New Brunswick this morning.
And I think he's impressed a lot of people this week, even in those losses to some of the top teams, was very competitive, pushed those teams, and he's just been gaining strength with every single draw.
Yep. Okay, you're good.
And his weight looks to be perfect. Little tap if he needs it, and no problem. So 2 for Team Ontario. And Kathy, I ran into Team New Brunswick at a restaurant last night, Terry Odishaw and his group. And you know what? You could tell they were a little bit down, but I said, boys, congrats on a couple of great games this week. I mean, they took 2 of the heavyweights to the limit.
They did.
And they've looked really good. And really, they came in here wanting to prep for seniors.
Yes.
And man, they're still keeping up with the young guns out here.
Oh, no, they're playing really well.
Mark.
And it's just the disadvantage of not having the opportunities to play on arena ice as the top teams do. That separates the field in so many ways. The teams that play on the tour see this kind of curl and know what it does when you have that up weight. And it takes the teams that don't play on it a couple of games to start to sort it out. And by then, sometimes you're dealing with a record that's really tough to make championship pool, or you make it, but with such a record that it's hard to make the Final 4.
I'm giving you an inch more, but you're definitely tight.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm facing to Barry, trying to open things up a little bit for Stewart.
Yes!
Hard to stick it.
And Travis just missing that run back. Shooter spills to the wings. Other scores, so Alberta actually didn't start with hammer, but they steal. So 1-0 over Nunavut. And Jim Cotter, BC, 1-0 over the Northwest Territories over on sheet D.
Broom like, Mark.
Oh, he just missed it by as much as you.
And this young man spent some time in this province, coming out west to
Like to go
compete with Jeff Stoughton as
higher.
Mark Nichols making his 15th Brier appearance.
Got him curl little. How's line? Red. Get short of that. Yeah, you gotta
Trying to guard the shot stone.
Hard, Brett. You got it. Come on, you gotta go all the way across. Hard! Hard, 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 hard. Keep going. Right till it stops, Brett. Right till it stops.
Good,
Go.
good.
Go.
Good. Shot.
You're sweet.
Good.
Well, some great
Off the weight,
brushing
too.
this week on a number of teams.
Just easy feel.
Okay.
Very straight.
Team Canada certainly has
Neither one of mine.
a 3 in front of Brad Gushue that make a lot of shots for him based on great brushing and technique.
Easy.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, the other way.
Colton played in that pre-competition round in Calgary back in 2015 with Glenn McDonald, and he'll bang a few yellows and open it up.
Well, two good things about that shot. One is that you open it up. That's the most important thing. But you also pick out that back stone,
I think I was
still creating an opportunity to utilize those corner guards if this guard is not made perfectly.
A little more, isn't it? Line's good.
Might be in.
I think we're all there. Don't
Might
want
be
it
in, Brad.
Line's tight.
Easy.
You're in a different path. It might be slower.
Well,
Not gonna be
It's
slower.
real tight.
It's good.
It's good. We're over curling if anything. Stay down, Jeff. Yep.
Line's good.
Hard. Hard. It doesn't look. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Now, you
go.
mentioned
Finish it. Come
playing
on.
at home
Hard.
and wearing that maple leaf,
Go,
and
go, 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 go.
what a year it was back in 2017 for Brad Gushue. He wins in his home city and then goes to Edmonton and is 13-0 in the Worlds and beating Nikodine in that run. So that was just a dream year in 2017 for this team.
More.
Yep.
Yes.
Trying to move that stone off the forefoot.
Jeez.
Man, oh man.
I know. I was tempted to bail and try and bump something in over here.
I thought I had it.
Was it close?
It only missed the back one by about an inch.
Oh, okay.
So like a millimeter on the top one would have had it.
Yeah.
Same depth as Mark's last one would be real nice.
One, two, three, four for Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta, and one to come from David St. Louis. The out-turn draw needs full 4 for a single.
Well, the only good news for David is that there are no guards in his path.
Easy.
Needs to get to the forefoot. All those stones buried behind the corner.
Starting to carve over. He could use maybe a little tap on that one yellow, and it will stop in time for David St. Louis. So a nice draw and a single, 1-1 after 2.
Well, and here that guard is too long for Brad Gushue, and an opportunity for Stuart Thompson not only to remove it, but those wonderful corner guards that are in play gives him something to hide behind if he's able to roll it.
I think it's very gradual today.
Okay.
Is there a preference, roll behind the center, Kathy, or do you want to roll
Maybe,
behind
an
the corner
extra
guards?
I think if you can roll behind the corners, it's great. But then if you do that, Brad Gushue will utilize that long guard. That guard is so long, Brian. I think that even if you roll behind there, you can play a soft weight to get it out. So the corners is probably the better choice.
Just. Forward.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Just boards. Real hard.
Stay down.
Hard, Taylor.
Got it.
Hard.
Get something in. Get something in. Yep,
Go,
yep,
go, go,
yep.
go, 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 go.
Plan B, and not quite enough. It actually grazes 2 stones,
Maybe a
and
hair.
shot stone, still Team Canada.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I guess it was probably light, wasn't it?
hole there.
I think it was light.
Yeah. Felt like a lot. Like for how fast the ice is for draws, it felt like 2 lots.
That would have been the first rock down that path.
It's good.
I think
Really?
so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can be like here.
Oh, there's an yeah. The option short. I'd like to be. Yeah, even if I'm wide open, it's a nose. We're forcing. Yeah.
I don't think he's ever
Yeah, you need to
taken
be
on
fully
a
in.
double.
Yeah.
Like if you split center, it's really good.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'd like it here.
Okay.
Just so if he plays this, he's got less to roll, right?
Yeah. Draw the button path.
Yeah.
Like you took here for draw the
Yeah,
button.
and I felt tight. I thought I threw it about there. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's great. From the hack, all Stewart would be able to see is half of this stone and half of this stone. That would force the draw through a very tricky path.
I think just nibbling the 4
If
foot
you
is really
bury it completely,
assuming we get a good line,
he's
where
going to
he
have an
can't,
opportunity to
you know,
come
hit
down
too
to
low,
it.
you
So
know.
center line,
If,
partially
If
open.
the line's not good, higher, we got to go higher, okay? Okay. Still think we could go with a little less ice.
Update time, sheet A, Ontario, New Brunswick, and as we peek in, it is final stone belonging to Terry Odishaw out of Curl Moncton, who's made some brilliant shots this week for his team.
Well, you can see Ontario was in the 4 foot, but 2 other yellow New Brunswick stones at play if he's able to run it back.
Mark Lecoq, the scrub.
Wow.
The run back. Wow, and the red spills. And how about that? 3 on the board for Terry Odishaw, who's a highlight reel this week. Must have been that dinner last night, but nice job from New Brunswick, putting 3 on the board over on sheet A.
Spot.
And some great weight by Brad Gushue.
Shot. Almost has to throw like a firm normal or peel through there, so it's good.
Yeah, let's go in normal. Normal? The inside edge, the one he just threw. Yeah. Yeah, smooth normal.
Yeah.
So needs to get through that top
Looks like he can throw whatever way he wants.
spot without grazing on the yellow just thrown by Brad Gushue for the nose.
Like good normal.
Smooth normal. Yeah.
Yep.
Stuart Thompson, final stone here in 2.
Taylor! Mark Taylor!
And gets the 1 yellow to go across the top, and it is a single. So a steal for Team Canada, and a good start for Brad Gushue from the Rock this morning. Wednesday morning at the Tim Hortons Brier. Welcome back inside the Keystone Center. Lead stones on the way. This one from Jeff Walker in a 3-0 lead right now for Team Canada after a steal of 1 in the second. So here in the third, it's Nova Scotia with Hammer throwing the red stones.
Well, for Jeff Walker, lots of talk earlier in the week when he came out with the 75%, and that's what's overall affected his numbers. But look at what is happening of late. Brad Gushue said they watched some tape of Jeff and they felt that there was a technical issue, not a weight issue. They tweaked it before Northwest Territories, and the numbers, well, that's the Jeff Walker that we expect to see for Brad Gushue.
85% today so far this morning. Kathy, obviously early sample size, just into the third end. And for Jeff, his 8th Brier appearance. And it was interesting, back in 2016, Kathy, the Canadian mix and that format getting a lot more attention now with the Olympics. So they beat
Good shot.
Laura and Jeff Walker losing to Brett Gallant, his teammate, and Jocelyn Peterman. So that was probably a pretty good final back then, a few years. The partners going head-to-head.
He's a tight guy.
And bragging rights on a team, obviously.
Did he say something to me?
No, I didn't hear him.
Okay.
Now the full court press again by Team Canada.
Off it, Jeff.
Ready.
Right off it.
Real tight. Maybe
Right
top
off.
12.
We're biting.
We're on this right
Whoa,
now.
whoa, whoa.
Right off, we might have a chance.
Whoa, it'll curl. Whoa, it's curling now.
But
Line's
still
pretty
might be
good.
biting. Just
How's
out
your
now.
weight?
Okay, right here. Just
Line's
out.
great. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep,
Whoa.
yep. Go ahead,
Good.
Jeff. That's good. Okay, good shot.
How did that look compared to mine?
Talked to Jamie Barassa yesterday before last night's game. Very happy with the building, with the crew that he's got, Greg Owasco, and a team of many others that come here to learn. It is a lot of Brandon folks that make ice at the Brandon Club, which is connected to this Westover Place Keystone Center. It's an opportunity for them to not only share their knowledge, but for Jamie and for Greg to share theirs back. And it's just a fantastic building, he says, great conditions, very happy with the ice. And you can see why. There is predictability, and that is what the curlers want more than anything.
Can't get over how much straighter it is today.
Yeah, one of the biggest facilities in Western Canada. All under one roof. Always nice when you can just walk over to the patch as well.
Wow.
Great for the fans and the players as we update the scores. New Brunswick 3-2 over Ontario. 1-1 tie over on Sheet B. And Jim Cotter, 2-0 advantage as Jim stole one in the second end.
Yeah.
Might pull it off of that. The other option is just top 8, top 12.
Tickle either one.
What's that?
Tick either one.
What if we threw the exact same, same turn with the same weight?
I like the in-turn at it.
I like this shot.
I like
I just
the
think
end
it
as well.
grips and comes back.
I like the end. Even if I miss him and come around it, it's good.
Yeah.
The
That's what I'm
concern
thinking, yes.
right now is the way those two red guards are set up.
The out-turn, it just pulls.
What's he saying there?
What kind of weight do you want, Brad?
Copy.
Half the 8-foot.
Just
But you
wants
only
to
gotta
move
bump it
stones.
Well, an inch isn't good.
Okay, let's not waste 10 minutes here.
If we're going to play that, let's chip the top.
Yeah.
Top 8.
They just need to change the angles. Those two red stones for Nova Scotia come back
I don't
onto
need
the
to
yellow
pull on one
stones
last one, but
in the
just
house. So for Team Canada line 2, normally you would maybe want to guard. But if you guard and your opponent runs those red stones back in a shot, now you're protecting what they have created. They talked initially about the run. That is certainly with risk. So they're just going to try to jiggle them a little bit, maybe tap one of the stones over, change the angles so that that dead run back isn't there. The other way to protect is just to tuck it around there. And so the run back cannot be made. That is their first option with the ticking of it and moving. And that works.
Thought you were 5 feet more.
Control. What kind of weight here?
Normal.
You can play
Regular
the
again?
in too.
It looks more natural.
The in does?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Greg?
Okay.
Okay, same weight.
That O-turn's laser straight.
Okay. Yeah, give him a good throw here. About 7/8. Normal.
As Travis settles into the hack, we'll take you over to Sheet B. Nunavut, Alberta in a 1-1 tie. Hammer, though, belongs to Kevin Cooey, and for him, it is the out-turn hit, stick it, and score 2. Meantime, in our feature, the run back moves those stones around the 4-foot, now both behind the tee line.
Clean. Clean.
And BJ Neufeld says clean, and that's a great sign. And bang, 2 for Alberta. As Kevin Cooey in search of his 4th Brier title this week in Brandon.
I like the first call.
What?
Like, tick that one.
Third of a rock.
You can get them all. Third.
Straight here, right?
This is the triple attempt. Do you remember his nickname?
Bam, bam. Mark's been doing this for years. So great with the up weight.
Yep. Whoa.
Careful here.
It certainly can be a weapon, and he'll get all three moving and avoids the jam. How good is that, Mark Nichols? Bam, bam, that, Kathy.
Great shot. It's not only the ability to throw up weight, but reading the angles right, so he moves them all. But watch how they both slide to the outside of those Team Canada stones, and also rolls to protect.
A little unfortunate.
You know, Russ always talks about that Olympic team winning gold for Canada in 2006, and I remember him saying that Mark, and we obviously watching at home, just made a million of those for them.
So good. The only thing I think that he might criticize is where his shooter went. If it rolled to protect the further one, then any freeze made by Nova Scotia could be blasted out. But now it creates an opportunity for Nova Scotia to get around and to freeze to the shot stone. And so for Nova Scotia, that's what you have to take out of that, and not let yourself feel demoralized because you've just had all three of your stones go away.
All there. Becky. Line's a little tight.
Does it have a chance?
Back 12.
Yep, Taylor.
Whoa. Pretty close.
Yep.
Becky.
Hard for line. Whoa, off. I don't know.
Back
I think we're.
four-ish, Becky.
It looks
really
closer than you guys. I think it's really good. I think it's just straight up good. Yeah. Nice shot.
So they'll take it. And I believe it's pretty close for shot stone, but it did finish nicely.
Sure did.
Same as the weight was in the first end. You threw here too.
Brad threw here on his draw.
Yep. Speed should be good here, Mark.
Speed's nice. Yeah, real nice.
You tighten that up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
That's good broom though.
Yeah, I
runs
agree.
for the first 2/3.
So after throwing really big weight on his first one now,
Been there for a week.
trying to find a very precise shot to get around that guard and corner freeze back onto the stone, just thrown by Nova Scotia.
Ooh, it's pretty good. T.
Well then.
Clean.
Close for
Yep.
line.
Weight's good.
It's good.
Yep.
Line's good.
Weight's good. Right to it.
Line's good.
Back button.
Whoa. Bumping it half rock. Whoa then.
Let's drop in now on Ontario and New Brunswick. It is a 3-2 advantage for New Brunswick, and it looks like Team Ontario is second shot stone. So Kathy, nothing out front. So I believe quiet wait, a little tap, and a chance for two here.
Stay close, Russ. It'll go.
Scott can probably see maybe a third from the hack. But as you say, Brian, there is nothing out front.
It'd be easier maybe just to play a tap on the red, the run back double, because I don't think there's a pocket there, is there?
The problem if you play the run back double is that your shooter then is not out counting the other New Brunswick stones, so it's only for one. This is an opportunity for two.
Hard. 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 Really hard.
And a big scrub here for Scott McDonald, trying to hold the line.
Okay.
And they'll tick their stone, and
It's a little quiet, eh?
rolls in for one, so they'll settle for a single. And a 3-3 tie with Terry Odishaw.
And you saw the great come around on our feature sheet. Nova Scotia trying to come off the Canadian stone out in the wings.
Hard.
Oh, it didn't move it at all.
Wow. Okay.
I thought that had to go upward.
Never spun up.
It wasn't there.
Wow, sorry, boss. I thought there's no way that wasn't moving upward.
It looked for sure on the screen like it was going to go up.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Score says play the double.
Yeah, I was even thinking maybe like quiet, like a board weight here, and just kind of come into it.
Problem with board, you ever tick the guard though. If you're gonna play, it's got to be something really quiet, right? Don't you think?
You're probably right. Yeah.
I don't mind there. Anywhere up here is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Just come in front of ours.
So like he's got nothing.
Yeah.
Like, does he have air to make something? Okay, well that might.
I think
I'll have a look.
on the side.
Yeah, I'd be worried about that.
Yeah.
Because if he can get low and just move it a little, then it's got. I mean, if you're right there, it's good.
What do you like, Jeff? I like coming in front of ours. I was the first spot.
Just right now, or like right now.
Do you want to be right to it?
Yellow.
Yeah.
Mark's concerned about the intern
Yeah.
Right.
options for Stuart
Right to it, we're
Thompson.
probably line 2.
Yep.
But you can see that that stone is so overburied. I'm not sure that the intern will move enough to be able to make a play off those reds to get that yellow poked out in the open.
Here's in the first end.
So trying to draw right on top.
Fighting 4.
Top 8, fighting
Clean.
4.
Line's good.
Full 4.
I think we're right 2 hours.
Full 4.
Clean. Right 2 hours, Mark.
Line's good.
Let it work. We're freezing.
Yep.
Full 4.
Yep.
Top button.
Half a rock short of it.
Full 4.
Line's great.
Right to it. Freeze it. Right to it.
Freeze it. Yep. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Yep. 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 Yep.
And his draw
very
weight has
nice.
been spot on when he's needed it this week. Brad Gushue.
Pretty good.
You know, Brian, one of the favorite parts of coming to your very first Brier is the moment when all the teams gather on the ice before it all starts and you pose as a team. It's a picture that you often frame and look back when it's all done. But Stuart Thompson came into this event and got a violent flu, and when you look at Team Nova Scotia, well, there's only 3 people there. He was not well enough to make the photo, and that is one of his biggest disappointments in coming to the Brier.
That's tough. You know, it's the beauty of this competition. You start with 16 teams across our great country. You have the 14 member provinces, territories, Team Canada, of course, now Team Wildcard. And for Stuart, tell you what, from what we've seen, he'll have many other photos that he'll be involved with. Comes to the Brier, runs that back, and for now it's
yeah,
Team
he
Canada line
scatters
2.
things. At least it gives him an opportunity. There's a full 4 foot right now, and he opened up the front a little bit, so it's helped, but certainly still advantage Team Canada.
I think the
It only
double
missed by
jams,
½ inch.
If he misses it and touches, his
his
shooter's
shooter's
going
flies. This one's
We think. I think Jeff's first rock is straight. I know he's probably not.
no, yeah, you can't go on how he's throwing it. It's probably easier this way. I just think if I go out, I might catch some curl if
Yeah, I don't mind this way. We should know it too, don't we?
It's the same line as Brett's.
Well, it's an important game for Jim Cotter and BC this morning, up against Jamie Cooey in the Northwest Territories out of the Yellowknife Curling Center. And Kathy, for Jamie, he actually took himself out of a game yesterday to get these youngsters some more experience, bringing a brand new team in David Aho, Matt Ing, and Cole Parsons to get some Brier experience from the north.
And David Aho went back to the tee and skipped the rest of that game, a game that they would win. And Jamie's back in today, and there's your draw for 2.
So, giving Jim Cotter a good game over on sheet D. They're tied up after 3.
Well, the decision making on this sheet is based on the view that that double is so sharp that in making it, they feel that Stuart Thompson may very well lose the shooter.
For a guard, like a short one.
I give you the same weight in this path, that's too much, eh?
Yeah.
So they feel that right now, if Brad did not throw, the shot that Stuart Thompson would play is the open hit. And so that is the stone that they're trying to protect against and leave him the double.
At 38 years of age, already his 16th Brier appearance, and Brad's first Brier was in Halifax way back in 2003, where he went 6-5. Only once, Kathy, in all those appearances did he fail to have a record above 500, and that was in 2012 in Saskatoon, where he was 1 game below 500. And what a career he's had as Brad throws up the guard.
Well, he's 2 for 2 on guards not doing what he wants them to do. Did not curl enough, was not deep enough.
It's the same one.
We thought it was more weight.
So now they're talking about the rock.
Because that's going to be similar to that one that I threw that was supposed to be bored, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so let's keep the brooms down on this.
And Stuart has a path to that
Back
shot
12.
stone
Yeah.
for the single.
Back 12.
Back
I'm going to
12.
guess it'll run similar to that like one that I was trying to throw board weight on in the gritty stuff.
Yeah. So you said back 4?
No, back 12.
Back 12? I think we're full speed here.
Back line. Back 12.
Final stone here in 3 for Stuart Thompson.
Back line. Maybe even just through.
Yep, right to it.
Tough little shot. He's been 50% on his tap backs this week. Needs one here.
Shot.
And it just hangs on for shot stone. That's Mark Nichols, thank you. Confirms it. So Nova Scotia on the board as Team Canada leads here at the Brier.
Playing in the Brier is a very special event.
There's no environment like it. There's really no event or championship quite like this event.
When you're throwing rocks as a kid and you never really imagine that you're going to be in this position, it's pretty cool to finally be here.
It really is a piece of Canadian, and it's one of the biggest sporting events in this country, and it's an honor to be part of it.
It's surreal. Every year I watch the Brier, I turn it on, I cheer for Ontario, and I'm so excited to have teams cheer our team on. We're so excited to represent our province.
Growing up watching curling, I was always practicing a shot, pretending it was a shot to go to the Brier, or pretending it was a shot to win the Brier.
I'm grateful for being able to experience this championship and getting to do something that not a whole lot of people in the world get to do.
It doesn't get any better than this, and when our Newfoundland curling representative passed me that Purple Heart when we won this thing 3 weeks ago, I almost cried, to be honest. For me personally, you know, it meant everything.
And that is what it's all about. Fantastic to hear the honesty and the emotion when it comes to that.
It matters.
Tankard and some fans from Nova Scotia making the trip. And we know that Stuart's parents, Stephen and Kate Thompson, they've made the trip. About 18 friends and family in the crowd. It's not hard to spot the fans from Nova Scotia traveling about 4,000 kilometers across the country to the prairies to watch their son and this team compete at this year's Brier. So that's pretty awesome. And you can speak to that, Kathy, for all the hard work and the practices and the time in the gym. Without that support system, you've got nothing.
No, you don't. And when you get to something like this, you're going to have great days and you're going to have really tough days. And knowing that there are people in the crowd that are your family and friends who are going to be supportive of you, whether you threw it well or you didn't, or whether you made the last shot or didn't, is really, really important as part of the entire experience.
Okay, good.
So our feature this morning, Team Canada, pretty much in control thus far. A 3-1 advantage and hammer back to Brad Gushue here in 4.
And while it has felt very much that Team Canada is in control, for Nova Scotia, you just need to keep looking at the board and feeling that while you are sorting out broom position and weights, because that has been the difference in this game. Lots of discussion about I just underthrew it, I just overthrew it. While you're sorting that out, this game is still very much a close game, only 2 points separating.
I had a 15. Oh, wow. Okay, so like 50. Like a 40 for this guy?
Where they're from.
Yeah, 40 to 50. Yeah.
It is awesome.
I love the costumes. When we were doing our opening this morning, I saw 2 nuns, very, well, they're male, dressed up as nuns walk by. I have no idea which province or territory that's supposed to represent.
I think that was Team Goche.
Well,
they were here for you.
I did go as a nun for Halloween almost every year.
As far as it goes, guys. Gotta be curl. Keep going. Keep going.
I'd get a great costume. I know. I'm going to tell you why.
There's just nowhere to go with that.
I had a great costume all the time, and then, of course, I grew up in Manitoba, and it was always 40 below or really cold on Halloween, so my mother would just make me the fat nun, put a black turtleneck on, a skirt.
Good hack.
Oh,
off I went.
There you go. That world-class analysis that the people at home sign up for. It's the morning show on TSN. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome. Well, just behind the tee line is that Nova Scotia stone, trying to tap that back, but also roll away to not create a pocket.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Hard. Roll it right to the 12 foot, Jeff. Right to the 12 foot. Go. Yep. Keep going.
Very nice.
Good. Great weight, Brett. Nice weight.
Did you call me Jeff?
No, I said Brett.
Oh, thanks.
I know who you are.
Because I'm Jeff.
They have the name tags too on the back of the jerseys. You can, even if you forget.
Maybe get both.
Ahead of
He
him.
is the shooter.
I don't think they need those. They've been together for some time.
Okay. Okay, control weight.
Yep. Yep. Little late.
I'll swing around.
Whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's like good boy.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Needs to roll somewhere.
Hard roll, Taylor. Really do.
And towards that Tim Hortons button. And Kathy, exciting news for this event as title sponsor. Tim Hortons actually extending the deal through to the 2022 season, including the Tim Hortons Brier, of course, the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings in Saskatoon coming up. So great sponsorship continues for this wonderful event.
Well, our sport has been blessed by having some phenomenal sponsors. Scott Paper Kruger, the longest sponsorship deal anywhere.
Nearly 40 years now.
Which is remarkable. And for Tim Hortons to put the commitment into keeping this and making this a world-class event, curlers are very, very fortunate.
Go ahead, Brett. Hard. No roll.
Mark Nichols through the hole. And the shooter will
beauty.
hang on in the wings, and no one really brushing that stone.
You know what? I don't
Curious.
understand that. I do understand that you would like stones to go back to, but for Stuart Thompson, for sure had an opportunity to sweep that stone out.
Yeah, that last one was
If
just terrible.
you have last rock and you choose to leave stones around, that is one thing, but we'll watch to see if that stone becomes a factor in this end, because that is a point that should not be in the house.
A little surprising, yeah. I was
Team
Team Canada, obviously, we hammer here in 4.
Hard. Hard.
Stay with it.
Colton Steele
Good try.
runs it back, and the shooter, they want it to stick around for shot stone.
Good.
And it does, that last little turn.
Good sweep. Sweep.
Try and stay as close to the nose as possible. Here.
Bit of a better look on that one.
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought
that
it was
one
just
always
a
had
little
a
tight.
chance. Yeah, it was tight, but at
the
least
first
had a
one, it was
chance.
just so light. I was worried about overthrowing it, and I ended up throwing like forward.
Yeah.
Little light.
There's a little quiet. You gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, guys.
It's pretty good.
Whoa, whoa now. Whoa, 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 whoa. No roll, no roll, no roll. Great sweeping, guys.
Shot.
And the no roll is Brad Gushue not interested in going underneath the center guard.
Pretty good throw.
Yeah,
Wow, Scott McDonald lying 4 right now for Team Ontario. And Terriota shot, a Curl Moncton. Tough draw. I guess the one thing he does have is some backing, though, and it looks to be pretty open up front for the intern draw.
It is. It's tough, though, Brian, because the shot stone is actually underneath the one at the top of the 4, so he's got to be very precise with his draw weight.
No line,
In our
backing.
feature, Stuart Thompson broom is down as Stuart will line up the
No backing. Right to the button.
double, maybe even triple, depending on
Line's
how
perfect.
he throws it.
Well, I think if you make, I don't see the triple,
You're
I
good,
see the
you're good.
double.
You got some backing now. You got some backing.
And beautiful draw weight. No backing needed as Terriota shot.
Shot.
I mean, sincerely, putting on a clinic with some of his
Yes.
shots. The one run back he made against Team Canada, it was funny. The guys were petitioning me, asking me how much power I had back at TSN. I said none, obviously, about the 1v1 competition where, you know, you have a play
show a
versus
shot,
another play. And
yeah.
actually, it was curling versus curling on SportsCenter a few times, which was awesome.
Really hard.
I think Mike McEwen's still the defending champ
yes.
right now
From this week.
in that regard.
Whoa.
So just a straight hit. He'll remove 1 for Stuart Thompson.
What a lousy attempt that was.
Lousy throw, or?
Yeah.
What's this gonna do here?
Nice, looks good for normal. What were you thinking?
Mind a broom head more. It's gonna be a little more. Yeah.
Well, for this one, for Brad Gushue, if you're not certain, you're better to take a little bit more so that you don't jam. If you hit and roll out, you're still lying 2 across the house. And he does not want to roll under the guard.
You're ahead if anything. It's good though.
It's good.
Whoa. Yep, whoa, whoa, Brett.
Brett.
Short through a little.
Okay.
The tad aggress too. I don't think we're dead if we give up 2 here.
Looked like it was going to curl up a bit at the curling Canada sign.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just that side just stubborn.
We caught that comment from Stuart saying we're not dead if we give up 2. So considering the score, do you gamble in Barrie here, Kathy? What do you do?
Which is very easy.
Well, I go back to if that rock had been swept out,
There
you'd be
you go.
hitting the open stone and forcing Brad Gushue to hit you out there. And then if Brad Gushue rolls out, it's a whole different thing. It's a blank, and you're still in good shape.
Let's make a good one here.
And I don't even think the team talked about it or even just said, hey, you know what, we kind of had a bogey there or a mental lapse. And
stick around there, but there was no finish in that spot at all.
Such a high guard that if you ever...
Even if I'm good, it's still
Yeah,
close.
he's still makeable.
Make sure we're sticking this. Make him at least have to hit it.
Yeah.
update now on Sheet D, BC, Northwest Territories. And it is Jamie Cooey lying 2, so I believe the double. Kathy, can you make the double, avoid the jam, and score your 2?
I believe absolutely you can.
Well, we're going to find out. That's the exciting part of this game. Jim Cotter, final stone. And it is the out-turn double attempt here in the 4th end.
He missed a couple of these yesterday that cost him a game.
Whoa, gotta let it get to nose now.
That was the audible, just changing it, feeling that it was curling too much. He will get the single, though.
So it is 1 for Jim Cotter and 3-2 after 4. And a must-win game for BC. And worth reminding our viewers, too, you carry your record forward. So, yes, it's great to make the championship round of 8, but you take your record with you. And a lot of the times, 7-4, we've seen in the last few years, not good enough. So keep that in mind as we see the final stone on the way here in 4 from Brad Gushue, and he just needs paint here to score 2.
And paint he does have.
Good end, boys.
And he gets the good paint, that red stuff, right to the button. He's locked in and leads by 4. He wears that maple leaf on his back, 2-time defending champ. And in our feature, Brad Gushue. Draw weight looks to be dialed in, and 3 points were not scored in the 4th end. It was just 2 on the board for Team Canada. We can confirm that, and it is a 5-1 advantage now for the defending champs. And I don't think they're under the radar anymore, Kathy, on national TV in our feature matchup, and I think they're finding that gear just in time for tomorrow, the championship round of 8.
And it's not as though no one is talking about Team Canada or Brad Gushue, but I would say that the focus so far and all what people are talking about is the incredible play of Northern Ontario and the demeanor change in Northern Ontario and how strong Brendan Bottcher has come out of the chute and the play of Alberta. So in and amongst that, it's not a question that Team Canada is not here and playing well. They're just not garnering the interest that you might expect from someone who has won back-to-back titles.
That's my fault.
No, I didn't adjust for us.
Straight there, Mark.
A little straight there.
Still straight there.
That's the same spot that caught
Hey, just out.
Jeff Walker in the first end.
Bruin.
Brett Gallant is one of 2 Team Canada members. He and Brad Gushue are second amongst all shooters at their position.
We're a couple feet short.
They are the best players right now on Team Canada.
Go a little for weight.
All your rock. Always
3
yours,
feet
Jeff.
short. Need to
Always
curl.
Jeff. Line's okay
Weight's
though.
good.
Doesn't need to curl. Line's fine. 2 feet short.
Whoa.
Rings. 3 feet.
Whoa.
Too far.
Clean. Clean.
Remember, too, a lot of these teams obviously had to win their territory, provincial play down to get here. And sometimes just the stress of that and then the feeling of euphoria. Hey, I'm going back or I'm going for the first time. Whereas Team Canada, a bit of a groove. I mean, they're used to now not playing in those play downs back-to-back years. Wearing the maple leaf now. And Brad himself said at the beginning of this event, rested and ready. Those are the most important things for this team. And where maybe some teams feel fatigued today or tomorrow, this team should be ramping it up.
Well, it's interesting. It's a curse and a blessing. I talked to him the other night, Brian, and you know those pelvis tilt issues that he had a couple years ago that took him out for much of the season. It's something that Brad Gushue is going to have to contend with the rest of his life.
I didn't set out that second
And while
one,
he was playing too much, he would throw only every other day and only throw 30 rocks. But that rest period that they talked about, he said he started to feel better. He started throwing 6 or 7 times a week, 50 stones, and now he's feeling it. So he's starting to deal with a lot of pain that he wasn't expecting to. And it's also the first event they have not brought a massage therapist to deal with his issues. But as luck would have it, they found a Newfoundlander who's here, who is a massage therapist and is treating Brad to make sure to try to keep that area from his hip to his knee as loose as is possible.
Good shot. Good shot. Good job, Brett. Can we split all that up?
Yeah, I don't hate that.
With like back line?
You can
If
nose
we make
it.
the run back now, the split will still be there. Actually, no, they're
You can nose it and do that.
I don't mind this now.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
On the beak?
It's probably easy board.
Board?
Easy board on the nose.
Okay.
Just want to move those stones around. The way they are locked right now, you can't really utilize either one of them to tap or raise in or try to get to the shot stone. And trailing by 4, you don't really want to start peeling guards, but you do need to have a plan to be able to get to the 4-foot. So for Travis, one of them should go in the house. And depending on where he hits it, hopefully he'll leave 2 red stones out there and neither of them locked and both available to run back.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Travis Coulter.
Yep.
And look at that, spills them both in the rings.
Travis.
Travis. Obviously making his Brier debut. He played in the 2014 Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship with Julia Williams in Ottawa a few years back.
It's going to make Stewart feel a little bit better. Got 2 in, also unlocked those stones, something he can utilize to run back on both sides.
Board weight?
Board weight.
Somebody's lost one's good. Board, good board.
Hair big.
Hair big.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Red. It's big. Gotta go. Really gotta go. Anything, Jeff? Anything?
I got it.
No. Just a little pull.
Okay. Not much.
No big.
Let's stop by Sheet B, Nunavut and Team Alberta, and pressure applied once again to David St. Louis out of the Iqaluit Curling Club in Nunavut.
Well, he's facing 2, but significantly the shot stone is buried and it is on the button, so he needs to be able to tap it back about a foot in order to be shot stone.
Yep. Yeah. Come on. Hard.
And just ticks the yellow and spinning and rolling too far. So a steal of 2 for Alberta. And also worth mentioning, Kathy, Ted Appleton into the lineup for Ben Hebert this morning, and it's great to see Appleman in. Appleman so many times so close in Alberta and obviously wanting to be here himself representing the province, but great to see him here. for Team Alberta. He was a hard luck kid for a lot of years in those finals. So Ted Appelman in for Ben Hebert this morning.
And a good shot by Colton.
Run or window?
To run it. The question is the hole big enough for Mark to get through?
You want to play that same weight?
Same weight. If you like the same weight, yeah.
Okay.
Just 3/4?
Same weight.
2/3?
And it looks like there is a hole from the hack, but when you get actually down to the other end, and if you put those two stones right beside each other, it's very tiny. And so rather than rattle both of them, just trying to run their own back.
Easy.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes!
Hard. Hard.
Roll it. Oh, yeah, that's good.
What a shot. Sticks it and partially buried.
Good shot, Mark.
Probably edge to edge.
Shot.
That's about right.
For Colton Steele as he lines it up.
Good shot.
First morning draw in sheet C for us, and actually pretty close to being right behind this sheet in our broadcast area.
Back 8? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be hacking just nose. Back 8.
Okay. Basically, show you draw weight then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back 12.
Back
Some
line.
good numbers by Colton. Big shot here if he's able to get to the inside
Back line.
and roll his shooter underneath his own guard.
Sure, go ahead.
Hard! Maybe I ought to kill it, Stu.
Well, I don't know if he wants.
Oh, never mind.
That's good. Good shot.
Yeah, or pick it clean.
I'm fine with either. You just gotta worry about that, right?
Yeah, I know. How much you have, Jeff? I got 2/3. Okay, well, we see we get it through the hole.
Yeah.
Do you like the tap or the pick? Pick looks easier to me.
Tap's nice, but...
What's that?
Just hit what we can. Even if we kill, that's not in, hey?
What's that?
That's not in.
No.
Yeah, even
I'm
if we
thinking
kill
thin.
it
Over
Thin.
the top, yeah.
Oh, thin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you say thin, you mean thin. And he
Looks
does
like I
mean
got
thin.
a thick half.
Okay. Whatever you think.
For Brad Gushue, his first Brier was way back in 2003 in Halifax. And look at his record early on versus Nova Scotia, 1-4. And since then, it has been lights out. Pretty dominant performance here at the Brier versus Nova Scotia.
So clearly not invited to the province very often.
It's funny though, all those years, 2007 he came close, lost that final in Hamilton to Glenn Howard and kept at it, kept working. And years later, Olympic gold and back-to-back Brier championships and looking for number 3 in a row here in Brandon.
And what that didn't say is not only does he beat up on Nova Scotia, he actually won his trial spot in Halifax. So Halifax has been very good to him, and he returns the favor by beating up on Nova Scotians.
It was funny, it was brought up that color, right? Remember Team Scheidegger had the orange outfits as Team Wildcard. We were in Sydney, Nova Scotia, obviously same province, and the orange worked out pretty good that year, so a popular color.
Probably only had about 60% of it, maybe 55.
Okay. Top 4.
Yeah.
So after dropping his first 2, Team Ontario and Scott McDonald's sights set on that championship round of 8, which begins tomorrow. His final stone in 5 and an opportunity to score a deuce.
Keep a broom down if you can. Line's good. I think so a bit. It's curling a hair.
Scott was undefeated, sorry, Kathy, in his provincial playdown in Ontario. And I know a rookie, but boy, he beat some great teams to get here.
And one of the things I was going to say, Brian, is this is the weight that he just seems to have in his back pocket, regardless of whether it's a forced draw or a tough draw, he just has forefoot and is able to add a little bit and take a little bit, so he's never far off on those finesse shots, and that's made a huge difference.
So 5-4 over New Brunswick after 5.
Okay, whoa. Good. Nice shot.
So the wick to the button.
Well done.
Enough to get shot. Okay. Just enough to get shot. Nibble the button.
I don't think it was.
I think it's about the same.
Yeah.
I felt like I was
Let's do a couple pounds more and draw the button, and that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, mine was like back 8, back 12, and I felt like I just threw kind of heavy draw weight. That's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
Here. Even if he makes a pistol, you'll have 2 options to run in.
Yeah.
A little bit more, Mark.
Team Nova Scotia already plotting how they will get to the shot stone if Brad Gushue is able to put it on the button. But first time this morning, putting some significant pressure on Brad Gushue.
Through there, eh?
That was close.
Clean. T. Top 4.
Wait only.
Line's good.
Wait only, guys.
Top button.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Line's good.
Line's, yep, hard.
We're light.
Hard.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Weight's good. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Yep.
Play the weight. Line's good.
Right there. Come on.
Now trying to drag it in for shot stone. Gallant.
Well done.
And that is a team shot, Kathy, if I've ever heard one. Right from Brad at one end, Mark at the other, the 2 sweepers, the front end knowing what's up, and a great sweep and great communication as we drop in over on sheet D. Northwest Territories and BC. Shot stone belongs to Jim Cotter, and that is back 4 and 1 to come from Jamie Cooey.
Well, the one thing that we heard Brett Gallant say is that he's light, he's short, but no give. At no point did they stop sweeping, and it went further, I think, than either both Jeff and Brett thought.
Meantime, Cooey all over his own guard. So it will be a steal. And BC up by 2 after 5.
Whoa.
Playing the thin double for 2.
Clean. Whoa.
You might have to curve it.
Whoa, curl. Curl.
Stuart Thompson, final stone in 5. Taylor Ardeal, all he can, get it to curl. And the angle just not there.
1 yellow.
So a steal of 1 for Team Canada. And it's been a tough morning for Stuart Thompson and the team out of the Dartmouth Curling Club.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada.
Welcome back to the Weed City. And agriculture, a big part of the prairies. And this is a great shot of Donfield Farms just on the west side of the city of Brandon. There's about 300 dairy farms in Manitoba, and they produce about 350 million liters of milk every year. If they could only teach the cows to produce beer at that level, that would be phenomenal. And Kathy, speaking of numbers, how about the numbers after 5 in our feature matchup?
I don't think it's much of a surprise that the top line and the bottom line match. It is pluses for Team Canada at all positions, other than third, where Colton Steele at 93% is keeping pace with Mark Nichols at 95%. But the skips is really where you see the biggest discrepancy. Brad Gushue at 88% and Stuart Thompson at 60%.
After 5, brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. As Team Nova Scotia will try to keep the ship afloat against one of the favorites, Brad Gushue. He's brought his A game this morning. It's the Brier on TSN.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue, by Home Hardware, here's how, and by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
We're early in our life cycle as a team. This is where we're at as far as what we think we need to do to finish out the season and to put a good product on the ice.
Whoa! Whoa! Yes! Whoa! You got the line here, run it back. You got it. Bang!
Oh, what a shot.
For the shot stone. Brilliant.
This certainly is how we want to finish out the year and play strong.
And it really is a must-win this afternoon from the young man who grew up here in Brandon, Mike McEwen. 3-3 record up against John Likely, PEI. 3 p.m. Eastern Time across our TSN feeds. And Kathy, as you look at that record, in previous years, Scotty's, Brier, the last few years, 4 losses not good enough. No. And at times not even good enough to get you into that tiebreaker situation. So that is the feature. Mick, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy will have the coverage this afternoon. And Tim Hortons Brier continuing here on TSN. And our feature matchup this morning, Team Canada and Brad Gushue. I mean, really, he's had the pedal down since the opening stone. 2 in the first, then a steal, and then another 2, and we added up 6-1 now over Nova Scotia. So it is the team from the Dartmouth Curling Club with Hammer here in 6th, throwing the Red Stones. And for Stuart Thompson, Kathy, we knew it was going to be a real tough day. They had Team Canada, Team Alberta later tonight to try to keep their hopes alive for the championship round of 8 in their Brier debut.
Make sure you release, Hack.
It's tough for sure for Nova Scotia, but one of the lights that I looked at in comparing the teams yesterday was the ability of the back end of Nova Scotia to find a way to stay relatively even with their opponents when they played.
Whoa. Heavy hack.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
Come on, buddy. Dig in.
Go ahead. Go.
Dig in. Dig in.
Wasted energy.
Oh. Okay, not going to help the stats. A little heavy, I guess. So
it was a little full.
Kept its weight nice.
So I talked about the pluses and the minuses. So what I meant by that is that the numbers are far better for Team Canada. However, if you look at Colton Steele versus Mark Nichols, wow, the numbers are better, but they're even. So Colton has found a way to stay even on an average when he competes against another third. Same when you move to Skip. Brad Gushue's numbers, well, they are better. But Stuart Thompson finds a way to stay within that 5% when he plays his opponent, and that's why their record is what it is. Unfortunately, that is not carried through as a trend today. It has at third, but it has not at Skip.
Shot. Let's put one in.
Well, we talked about Stuart's schedule, and he has Kevin Cooey tonight. Interesting.
Top 8, boys.
He said that back in 2010 in Halifax, Thompson was there. He remembers the Brier watching Kevin Cooey make that incredible draw versus Glenn Howard, and he was hooked after that. And I mean, it seems everyone, Kathy, has a story. We know the feature matchup this afternoon will be Mike McEwen, and he said that of Kerry Burtnick in this building at the Men's Worlds back in 1995. I don't think his teachers were too happy that he missed school the whole week, but
I would argue that, you know, years from now, that there will be some young man that is in this building this week that will have the defining moment that this is the sport that he wants to play, or if he's already a player, that he will be determined that at some day, some point, he will make it to the Brier.
I'm going to throw what I think is T-line, and it should probably be...
Back 8.
You think? I think a 420 is probably back 8.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, easily.
Back 8.
Back line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Line's close. Yep. Whoa. Colton. Whoa.
He's trying to play soft enough weight. Keep those Canadian stones around, but just at the back of the house and try to get that tap and also the flip underneath the guard.
Good shot.
Point.
Not bad. Keeps the stones in play.
And you know, the great part, Kathy, too, is we have some youngsters at the Keystone Center this morning. You always see the players seem to make the time, win or lose. They come over the board, sign some signs or some autographs. And
they do.
It's my favorite part is seeing those stories. And you're right, Kathy. One of these youngsters will likely be on the ice at some point.
And sometimes, if you are in a family where your parents don't curl, this may be your first exposure to the sport. And That's why I love it when these school groups come in, because it does expose some children to a game that they may not have had a chance to see. And even if they go home and ask, this is something I'd like to try, that's how you get involved in a sport.
No roll? It's a hair hard, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Sorry. 6 feet heavy.
Well, there's your wall building for Nova Scotia. Better and better opportunities to get something in that Team Canada cannot get out because of their own stones.
I'd say 20,
I don't think that's enough. I
25
think 20,
for
25.
you.
It's pretty close. Yep, a little bit.
A little bit for line.
Okay, line's great.
T, where's weight?
Whoa.
Where is it?
Back 4.
Just to it.
Whoa.
Just to it.
It's got to be just to it, no
Back
bounce.
4. Small bump.
Whoa.
Come on.
It's really close to
So, Kathy, pretty cool honor recently as Canada's Curling Hall of Fame announcing the inductees, and that gentleman is going in, and boy, well-deserved. Jules Ochar, 30 years with Kevin Martin, 4 Briers with Kevin, 2 with Brad Gushue, the Olympic gold in 2010, World Championships, and on a personal level with Jules, so many years at the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology in Edmonton at NAIT. That's where he first hooked up with a young Kevin Martin. He coached yours truly back in the day. I got to work with Jules and curled at NAIT myself, and I mean thousands of youngsters over the years that Jules has worked with. So congratulations, Jules Ochar, going into the Curling Hall of Fame as a coach.
Oh, I agree with you, Brian. So deserved, and such a gentleman. That's wonderful. I'm sure there's a lot of people at home sitting there going, just as you did. He had, I'd exposure to him. He helped me. And I don't think people realize how many lives he touched with this sport.
Well, he made me play lead. I don't know if he helped me, but,
I think you're probably fortunate. You know how important leads are, Brian.
Tell me more. On that note, we'll go to Sheet A. Ontario, New Brunswick, and it's a 5-4 lead right now for Team Ontario. The hammer belonging to that man, Terry Odishaw, who's had pretty good draw weight, and it is a draw for 2. And you see the broom, though, way out there in the wings, so the out turn.
Yeah, I think that the gap on the other side, that is sheet A, tends to curl more as you come off from the outside in, and so it's a tougher port to navigate. So going out to the other side needs full 8 foot to outcount the redstone in the 8 foot.
Just a sliver gone.
As Pinder, Lecoq, hard on the brush, get it there, and they will. And Terry Odishaw, 100% on his draws this morning.
2 yellow.
So 2 and a lead over Ontario.
Yep, gotta go. Gotta go hard. Get out of there. Good. Good brush.
So 2 corner guards, stones behind both that can be utilized.
Yeah, I think I can basically fall out of the hack here.
By that, he's saying that he feels that the conditions are really quick. On my stopwatch, it's anywhere from 15 to 15.5, which has been very consistent with what we have seen throughout the week, so no different this morning.
Line's pretty good.
Line's close.
Same as Trav's.
Back 4. Line's great.
Line's good. We're going to need max curl.
Can you pivot?
It has to stop in front.
Walk it on if you can.
It's the same distance.
Sit. Just need less ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, weight was close. That's still available here for Brad Gushue.
I like Peel, right in the middle. Sure. Peel nose hit, roll to the center if anything.
For Gushue does not want to hit him either stick right there or roll behind, because that allows Nova Scotia to get in there and use it as a pocket.
Nose or a little roll to center, Jeff?
Straight.
It's going to be easy.
Yeah, I like that. 7.5. Easy peel.
Well,
smooth.
Whoa.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. A little bit. A little bit. Beauty.
Away it goes. You get it a live 3 without hammer here in 6.
Millimeter of curl. What? Millimeter more curl.
At least he spread the 2 yellow out.
Not much curl there, but
nice weight. Nice throw.
So cold.
Cold?
Just nice board.
Okay.
Just get a half under is perfect.
Yep.
You know, regardless, Stuart will bank this experience and hope to get back next year in Kingston, Ontario. As he settles in, let's check in on the wall of yellow belonging to BC. My goodness, so Jim Cotter applying the pressure. Final stone, out-turn draw here from Jamie Cooey.
Well, very similar. We saw another sheet like this earlier today. It is 5 that BC currently lie.
Meantime, Stuart Thompson looking for that little roll, and he will behind the corner. Nice shot in our feature. And again for Jamie Cooey, that is a clutch draw as it stops in time for 1.
You like the freeze?
1 red.
So not going away.
That's the shot.
Problem is, we're there. It's wide open, isn't it? Would that be wide open? That's just edge on edge. How much do you have? You got a skinny half. Skinny half.
I would say it's half, but I don't think it's skinny half.
I think we'll get a little bit of curl off center line to try that. You know what? If I'm a hair high and it does something like that, at least he's got to deal with it. Just through.
Well, Brett feels that he can probably see more
I can make a
of the shot than Jeff Walker's saying. We'll see what Brad sees in the hack.
You're right.
Charming.
Oh, yeah.
See a lot, though.
No.
That means it's
freeze. What if you bump it like 6 inches?
Yeah.
You know, like that's ideal.
Yep.
Now that is not much.
Yeah, it's good.
You're down at this end. Sometimes you feel you can see enough
It's there you go.
to play the tap. That was the initial call, but sitting in the hack, that stone is almost buried, and any sort of weight is just going to tick it and roll open for the chance for 2. So this is the changed call now to play the freeze.
Pretty good.
Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa.
A little heavy.
T.
Back button. T. Top
Oh, needs a curl.
Line's
Just T.
okay. No, line's good.
Gotta go a little.
Yep.
Right to it.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Pump it a little. Pump it 6
Right
inches.
to it.
Pump it 6 inches.
Hard,
You heard
Jeff.
Brett say
Hard.
earlier, a little bump's okay. Just hold the angle for shot stone. Hold the angle. And they do. Wow. His draw weight is dialed in.
Good shot.
It's good.
Perfect.
A great communication all the way down.
So I can't do anything. That's good. Yeah, I didn't have quite as much of it as.
And sincerely, Kathy, there's been a number of times this game, if you're learning at home or watching in a junior curler, and you listen to this whole team from start to finish, they've done a great job in this game. Yeah.
Share the shot, share the information, share the
Just
weight.
raise it an inch.
Update it as you go.
Yep.
Change your mind if it's heavier, if it's lighter, but just share.
And for future broadcasters listening, share the wine, Kathy, you know, after the game. Thank you.
I got to work.
Same thing I threw, that was last time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
draw
the one
we
that
rubbed?
grazed back here.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
And I'm not working. I'm scouting rocks.
I'm suggesting that
I'm scouting rocks.
perhaps
All
you
right.
just give me a bottle.
Well, it might help with the ratings. those updates. He'll be outside of the Keystone Center doing the updates.
Line's good. Weight's
Oh,
good.
boy.
T-line. Yep. T-line.
Final stone here in
Back
6.
four.
Stuart
Back
Thompson.
4. We're heavy.
Trying to carve it over and
we're
catch
right by
a
you.
piece of the yellow stone. If they can clip it, they can't, and it is heavy.
Just a missile.
And another steal for Team Canada. So back-to-back steals, and it's 7-1. Gushue leads. Welcome back to Westova Place. Great complex. Included in there, the Keystone Center. Holds about 5,000 people. It's time, Kathy, for the Key Shot, brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Well, it's not only a brilliant shot, but listen to the communications from Team Canada.
Through there, eh?
Clean.
T.
Top 4.
Wait on wait.
Line. Yep. Hard.
Light. We're light.
Hard.
Line's good. Weight's good. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Yep.
Play the weight. Line's good.
Come on. Hard, boys. Hard.
Well, it's a great draw. He gets shot, but he heard Brett Gallant say he's short. They have no give. They talk all the way, and the results, just one of many made today. Well, and when you look at the game story, Brian, it really was a power imbalance. It was some great numbers for the Gushue team. Over and over, the steals made a difference. That's why they're ahead.
The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And with Team Canada leading 7-1, we will focus now and move across to Sheet A. And it is Team New Brunswick taking on Team Ontario.
Gotta go hard.
And we're
Really gotta go
into
hard.
skip stones in 7, a 1-point advantage for Terry Odishaw. This one coming in from Scott McDonald. And basically, when you look at their records, a must-win here for Team Ontario, hoping to make that championship round of 8, which begins tomorrow.
And no surprise that Terry Odishaw is putting the pedal down. He has done that in the last 3 games, has really pushed his opponent. Scott trying to freeze on that final, or rather his first stone.
So Grant Odishaw holding the broom. Terry settling in. Pretty incredible. They were using the provincial playdowns to get ready for the senior championship, and Terry Odishaw has made some great shots all week long.
Hard.
Okay. Whoa.
Here in 7.
Shot.
Away it goes, and avoids the jam.
Bonus.
And a great force.
So the broom down for the hit for Scott McDonald to pick up his single in 7. Meantime, handshakes next door. Team Alberta rolling. Kevin Cooey improving to 6-0, a 13-2 win over Nunavut. And with that, Cooey equaling his best start at the Brier back in 2012 when he started 6-0. They lost the final that year, and Cooey obviously is into that championship round of 8 and bringing in a very good record with him at 6-0.
And I think that that is also why we talked about that in our first game, why there's so much chatter about Alberta. They're looking very, very strong.
Board up.
Big shot for Scott McDonald, facing 3.
Whoa.
Opportunity to tie.
Scott.
Good.
And perfect on the nose. And a nice job there from Scott Chadwick to carve it over, the hit and the stick. We got a good one here, all tied up at 6 in Brandon. Welcome back to our coverage. Tim Hortons Brier, and we've moved our attention over to Sheet A. Team Ontario, Team New Brunswick. And that 3 stands out for New Brunswick, certainly in the second end. They've traded deuces as well. And here we are in 8 in a 6-6 tie. With lead stones on the way. This one from Grant Odishaw. And this team out of Curl Moncton.
took a look at the numbers at the break, Brian, and it is at lead, second and third, that New Brunswick definitely has the edge on Ontario.
Really
it's
good.
a plus for Grant Odishaw, a plus
Grant.
at second, at even are the thirds. The big difference right now is Scott McDonald is at 91%, Terry Odishaw at 80%. So when you've got a team in New Brunswick that is outplaying your opponent and the Ontario skip is winning the skip battle, it tells you that there's been some degree of difficulty
Line's just a hair
for
tight.
Scott McDonald, but he's come through.
Line's good. Line's good.
Wesley Forget, second stones for Team Ontario.
It's good.
Just clean, Scott.
Whoa, it's out there.
Clean,
Whoa,
Scott.
real good.
Yep, there it goes.
Whoa, hard, Scott.
Go.
Hard,
Go,
Scott.
thing.
Hard, guys. Hard to get
It's
by
funny,
the
Kathy, I ran into, if you're just joining our coverage,
Wait there,
Team New
wait there,
Brunswick
wait there.
last night at dinner, and they asked, hey, are we going to be the feature game tomorrow? And I said, actually, no, but I guess I lied to them. Now they're the feature. They're on TV and in a tight one, 6-6 here in 8.
I get at least bored. Yeah, I like bored, Terry, yeah. Even if you roll out, it's fine. Yeah.
Even if you clip one of the red ones, it's not the end of the world.
Got to hit a nice chunk of it, though. Yeah.
You've
Ripping the
talked
guard's
already
fine.
this morning, Muddy, about how this Odishaw team entered the provincial championship, trying to prepare themselves for seniors. You know, the biggest difference between seniors and men's is the recognition that at seniors you're probably not throwing the big weight that you once were, but you're better at manipulating stones. You're comfortable with stones in play and moving them over. And with the 5-rock rule, that can make you a pretty fierce opponent, and there is a great example.
What a shot from Mark Lecoq in his 8th Brier appearance. Spent some time with Mike Kennedy and former teammate of our Russ Howard as well.
Hold okay. Ideally, I think you just want to get a piece there and just move it to here.
Yeah.
Back 8. Wait.
I can afford like 2 feet more.
Yeah. 2 feet more is perfect.
I think you're broomed down on this line, John.
Okay. Whoa.
Line's good.
Short.
Close. If you gotta go, go.
This is not
Line's
about
good for you.
eliminating stones. Scott McDonald's playing to steal here, trying to tap back and get to the face
Weight's good.
Room, man. Weight's good.
of the stone that is currently second shot at the top of the 4.
Scott. Everything you got. Everything you got. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Go yellow, go yellow.
Little tap for Wesley Forget, who won a gold medal, Kathy, at the Travelers Curling Club Championship back in 2016 in Kelowna. We saw him this year at the Canadian Mixed Curling Championship, but what a thrill to finally make the Tim Hortons Brier for this team.
Yeah, right in the nose, yeah. Or not bad either. Inside.
Yep.
Yeah, got to overcurl if anything.
A little light.
Yeah. Yeah, go wait, guys. Go wait. Yeah, hard.
Mark lives in
Great,
Riverview,
yeah,
New Brunswick.
Hard. Hard, guys. Hard, 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 hard. All the way. Hard. Hard, guys.
Waits there, how's the line?
Go, 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 go.
Waits there.
Go. Whoa.
Trying to make sure that Scott McDonald does not have access to that stone to tap back.
And look at the curl.
Wait.
Look at the handle. There wasn't one, and that's why it drifted sideways at the end.
You've said that many times this week, that softer release or that softer handle, and it just carves sideways on this ice.
So watch the rotation. You want a firm rotation all the way down.
We're over bending.
Starting to slow, and then here the handle drifts off, and that's why it goes sideways.
Early.
Jonathan Buke,
Back 12.
also at his first Brier.
Can't
Back
hurt
in
it,
2010,
Gotta
in the
go.
U-Sport
Gotta
Canadian
go.
Curling
Hard,
University Championship, you won a
hard to
gold
get by the
medal
guard.
skipping Queen's University.
Really you got it. You got it. Come on, buddy. You got it. Hard. Whoa.
And do they have it? The tap, and they'll advance that red stone, change the angles, and a little more favorable for Team Ontario.
You really held it.
Real good brush.
Angle's held up for us.
Killing
which
us.
is good.
That leaves us pretty good.
Jonathan and Wesley both live in Kingston, Ontario. And the skip
wait.
Scott out of London.
Easy weight. Just...
You only need border control.
Okay.
You got to catch it less than half, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to miss the second one for sure, right? Is that
What do you like?
Border could somewhere in there.
Okay.
Needs to get to the inside. On our feature sheet, this is the area where the rocks are running relatively straight.
Whoa. Mark. 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 Hard mark. Hard.
And Jordan Pinder gets the one red stone going, and it is still New Brunswick shot stone on the button.
It's all right. Not bad. It's a little heavy.
Yeah.
Moments ago, Northwest Territories, BC, a 4-3 advantage for
I think you go here.
Jim Cotter. And final stone on the way, and a chance here for Jim to pick up 3.
No backing.
And nothing yet, as Tyrell Griffith just a passenger.
No, don't sleep.
Line's good.
Has
Steve
the
Laycock
backing,
was-
and it hits and sticks around.
Wow.
So it is
Just-
3. And again, that's a big game for BC, a chance to improve to 4-2, 7-3. Cotter leads.
It's trying. It's really
trying.
trying.
Down
No,
two.
never you,
Never
Scott.
you.
Never you, Scott. No, 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 no.
Sit.
Good shot.
That'll be good. Yep.
Good.
It's not bad.
Looks like it ducks just underneath.
Like hit the
And
pocket.
third shot stone for Ontario.
I can't see. Another red could go here, though.
Oh boy.
You see enough. You hit what you can't
Look
make
it
a double
open.
there.
Gonna be a real good
We
hit
need
and
to
roll.
hit that yellow front one.
Yeah.
Like the back red one.
Is that
The middle
Go
one.
regular then. Rip the guard,
for
it's
it then.
fine.
Yeah.
Just can't be wide.
Kind of wait.
Regular up.
Regular up. All right.
You can make this, Jordan.
Yeah.
So the concern for Jordan was how much he was able to
Yeah,
see,
but
but
Jordan, don't overthrow it.
Terry's right. If
Regular
you
up.
wind up hitting the guard, it's not the end of the world. You're opening it up. You have last rock, so that's not awful.
We saw Jordan
Really
for
hard.
a few years play with Jamie Murphy out of
Hard
Nova
mark.
Scotia.
Hard.
Hard mark. Hard mark.
Just by the high guard.
Oh, no.
And he'll wreck. Boy, that was close just getting by that top
Wow.
guard.
And one of the last things they said to him in the hack is just don't be wide. So as soon as somebody says to you,
Yeah.
don't be wide, you can be sure what your tendency will be.
Okay. Well,
I
at
hope
least I can
so.
get to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, time out.
Would you ever play it
So Ontario
this way?
using their
That might be the
timeout.
best. I'm just worried about where do we leave the 6.
Yeah.
I'd hate. Well,
Is this there with the draw?
I think it is.
but do you leave him this, right?
But this is just sitting right here, is it not?
Yeah, I
I
like
guess
that.
I guess we don't want to really move it this like almost just
Not far.
like cheese dog it into the top four. If we don't move this rock, I think we're okay. I mean, if we're like the guard's really not in play to get to where we need to get to.
No, no.
So we don't need to scare it.
Like at the end of the day, if we can get this in here, we can throw that for fun and try and sit 3 on your last.
Sean is the varsity men's curling
yeah.
coach at Humber College in Toronto.
I think we want to tap it almost so that it's not by this one though. We want to keep
leave
that,
it right there.
Keep the edge of the top
beside
here.
it, yeah.
Because he's still not going to be able to see any of this.
I want to try to just
Graze off and
great
So that we've got
Chop
this
and lie,
and
yeah.
this and this.
right, because even if we're justified high on it, he tries to run that,
That drags
it's dragging
the right
onto
way
the
for
one.
us.
Yeah.
So, and again, this is never going anywhere.
I think ideally.
Same shot John just threw, really.
Yeah.
The guard's so high now, we don't have this red in the way. He killed it for us.
So just T-line weight, right?
Just
Speed's good.
like T-line back.
Only want to
four.
move it
back
half a
four,
rock,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So let's throw like just like a
Just
solid T-line.
Yep.
So here's your ideal situation is right here. They know they can't get there, so they're hoping to chisel it off the one that's right here. So I'm not sure if it's Steel City all day. You might wonder why you don't play a guard, because they're trying to actually force Odishaw and his team. And right now they're in a good position to do that. If they leave it as it is right now, there is a double to get rid of both of them.
Tighter broom, I think you guys can hold it.
Yeah, and that guard is so
Just don't
high.
want to tap their second stone, not the second shot, but the second stone belonging to Team Ontario at the top of the 4-foot. If you do, you create the double back for Terry Odishaw.
Okay, let's do it.
Speed to safe. Just keep talking it down the ice, boys. Yep.
Even if he sits on an angle underneath, any attempt to remove it will drive a red directly onto the yellow.
Just T.
Line's
really well, this team in their first year together, and Scott's saying he's dreamed about this Brier chance since he was a little kid growing up back home.
Yep. Whoa, hard. Yep. Hard. Gotta go hard. Hard, guys. Whatever you got.
His first here in 8, and it is a big drag for the front end.
Okay. It's not a bad spot.
Came down on a say.
Yeah, I did it ever.
Shoot. It's all right. Sorry, Scotty. I just came down a bit on us.
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Awesome if we could get this.
And New Brunswick now. Their timeout. Jamie Brannon will come out, the alternate slash coach.
If you can get this one, it's through the hole.
You got to draw for 2 now.
Yeah.
You just missed this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we clip that, it doesn't.
If you clip it, it's okay, I think.
I don't think you want to clip that, though. And that
Both
goes
teams
here
just
to
over 10 minutes.
I don't think we
thinking
can.
time.
No, I don't think that's
I think if we.
Oh, is it buried?
If we
Okay,
clip that one, we're just
Yeah.
sending it straight across.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say we make it. He's got this, right?
What's
So
that?
just tap it into here. Let's say we make this.
No, exactly. No.
These are out of the way.
Yeah.
He's got the tap into here.
Yeah.
Tough shot still.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
buried, and we have this one, Grant.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if he taps it, yeah.
You know,
into
he's got to
here,
tap
though,
it frozen. I don't know if he can throw the weight with it. I don't know.
What's your gut? This one?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Okay, what do you want for ice?
Yeah. Middle of the yellow. Middle.
Now for Terry Odishaw, trying to play the thin double on the 2 reds right beside the broom. If you catch what you can see,
Too much ice or?
Oh,
the second shot stone goes across the top. The other one bounces off of it and goes out.
Probably too much ice.
They do know that they'll leave Ontario a tap then, straight back, but the yellow in the house will start to be a factor.
Well, for Terry Odishaw, back in this wonderful curling province, in 1998, he skipped in Winnipeg, a 4-7 record. And then he was in 2012, Saskatoon, 5-6, and here in 2019, back at the Brier. His first here in 8. Ram the Reds, both goal. Oh, look at the action on the red stone. And just like that, it is New Brunswick line 2.
Well done. Well called.
And that poker face every time with Terry Odishaw.
Well, the question was getting by that top red one.
Need a little thicker?
Knew that you would be able to get those 2 moving.
A little thinner. We did hit the little thinner. Thicker.
I think.
Oh, missed it.
Well, yeah.
And as projected,
Show it again.
Scott McDonald will now play the tap.
I think that's what you got to throw in your mind for speed here. Yeah.
But the potential for 4 could be in play for New Brunswick if Scott does not make this good.
Speed's good.
Back 8, weight's really good.
Whoa. Yep. It's good. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Back 8.
Whoa.
Back 12.
Whoa.
West.
All line.
Whoa.
Hard.
Really got to make it walk here.
So now West Forget, yeah, make it walk. It's got to walk right over.
Good?
Try keep that angle.
Okay.
And he does tap it in for
Okay, that's
second
not bad.
shot stone.
Okay.
Sorry, Scotty. It's tough to.
Wait, it was great.
Kathy, time for the skip comparisons, and the player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
Well, I'll tell you, the numbers certainly favor Scott McDonald, but it is a shot like we just saw from Terry Odishaw that reminds us always it is the timing of when you make and miss that also needs to be factored in, not just numbers. There's a lot of rocks in play.
Looks like a clock.
Yeah, a very busy one. A chance for 2. Boy, that stone for Scott McDonald hung out for the very long time. But well done. Chance, though. Bite a piece of the button for 2.
Close would be close.
Well, the last time we checked in when we were doing updates on this sheet, his draw weight was dialed in 100%.
Okay, wait's there. Wait's there.
This one's out there quite a bit, though. This is in the wings a little bit, and now, yeah, Jordan Pinder.
Just a tee, guys.
Easy.
Whoa. Just a tee.
Whoa. Oh, sick. Stop.
Needs to stop in time for second shot stone, and look at that thing.
It does.
The New Brunswick brakes were put on just in time for 2. So Terry Odishaw trying to play spoiler here on this Wednesday morning. One more look. It curled up nice, and then watch the stone grind right at the end. There.
That's the slide path.
Stops in time. 2 on the board as New Brunswick, yeah, leads. Welcome back to Brandon. As the Brandon Wheat Kings of the WHL on a 7-game road trip, so we can take over the Keystone Center. This year's Tim Hortons Brier, 8-6. A great draw for New Brunswick to pick up 2 in that 8th end. So here in 9, it is Ontario with Hammer throwing the red stones.
A great draw by Terry Odishaw on his final stone. It is that time of the game where that slide path does start to flatten out. Just hung on for the 2. But he made a great shot on his first one.
You don't like a guard? You try to chip it.
Okay.
No. That's a tougher one to get around. Do hack weight. You guys like this?
I don't like
Well,
this.
no, I'd rather draw if we're going to play this.
You can draw if you want. Draw if you want.
Yeah, okay. Where do you like it? Top 8? Where? No, around. Yeah, around.
Jesus, guys.
Okay.
This is one of those shots
Pick one shot.
that a lot of teams would be playing the chip over. But if this is not a team that typically plays it, it's probably not the time to start playing it. Just, you know, the weight
You're there.
and the line for it. And so if typically what you would play is stay on the offensive and throw another one in, which is what the decision wound up to be, then that's the way to go.
Come on. Go, Jordan. Jordan. Go, Jordan. I don't know. I can't hear what you guys are talking about down there.
It's hard. I know.
What?
It was just a guard. We didn't want to play that.
Well, this morning, this was our feature when we started things off, our broadcast, and it's now final. 9-2 for Team Canada, as Brad Gushue, the 2-time defending champ, improving his record to 5-1.
And both Mark Nichols and Brad Gushue ending that game with 92%. So the numbers are certainly where they want them to be as we get closer to the championship pool.
Board. Yep.
No.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Whoa. Whoa. Close. No.
John.
Scott, no roll on this line.
Yep.
Good. It's good.
Good.
So after this, just 2 draws remain in this pool play. We started with 16 teams. We now know Team Canada is into the championship round of 8, which begins tomorrow, as is Alberta, as is Northern Ontario. Same goes for Team Wildcard. And then the situation, interesting, top 4 move on. So today is a very integral day when it comes to moving on. And of course, you take your record with you.
Whoa for line.
No, let's wait.
Whoa line.
Yeah, go, Grant.
Yeah, go, Grant. Yeah, hard. Hard, Grant. Hard.
Line's good. Whoa.
For weight.
Go,
For
Grant,
weight.
go.
Trying to play the tap.
Hard. Hard.
And that is Grant Odishaw, who's on the brush and a former teammate of Russ Howard when they made it all the way to the final back in 2000. Saskatoon had to settle for that silver medal.
Right on the nose?
I think so. I think we throw normal at it, and you almost want to just move that to here.
We're hitting and rolling behind our corners? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think right on the nose.
Nose.
We could.
It leaves them a double to get rid of both of ours, but
Then we go around.
I was just thinking kill one, roll the shooter behind the guard.
I kind of like nose better, and if it comes up, you just. Okay.
I was thinking the only way we're getting 2 right now is if we get one behind, because you'll have a double back.
No, I know.
Okay.
The problem is if you're inside nose, that top one's just rolling behind our guards too,
But it's going to create a stagger
Nose is
this way,
fine,
at least
Wes.
in our favor.
Nose.
Normal?
Normal.
Okay, let's do it.
Should be straight down the sheet.
So we are trying to make the roll.
Yeah, if we make the roll, we might. Well, the 6 is probably just nutting. Okay.
So the roll is the call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, lots of discussion to get to the end decision, which is to play this stone and roll. And the reason they're not just going around the corner is that with those 3 yellow stones in the house, you're going to have to move some of that granite in order for this buried stone, if they were to play a come around, would factor.
Call for no, Scott.
I know I am. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Good. Go.
Get that in.
Yours. Go. Where as you can. Good.
That a boy.
Shot, Wes.
Nice shot.
Same shot, Grant.
It's nice, Wes.
You like that?
Yep.
I like the same shot.
I don't mind peeling these off.
Okay. I like throwing the in turn coming across the face.
Sure, yeah. Peel.
Yeah.
So with that 2-point advantage, trying to take away those corner guards that Ontario will try to utilize.
Yep.
Gotta go. Hard, Grant.
Oh, and Jordan Pinder will crash that red stone in, shakes him around the forefoot, and shot stone. Ontario pretty close for second shot stone, but keep in mind Ontario with hammer here in 9.
Yeah, but, well.
I like board. We can be pretty aggressive
roll it
with
into
the
outer
roll,
space,
too. There's some
yeah.
space.
You have that catcher out
Can we
in the
ever
wing.
tap and roll behind the guard? Like, I mean, tap ours.
Sorry?
You're going to go.
Tap ours. Make his double tougher.
It's pretty flat right now.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to throw that double.
Okay.
And I mean, he makes the double.
My
It's
first
going
thought was
dead
Christmas
side with
tree
it.
right here.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
you know what, John? I think that we try to roll this here.
He makes the double great. It's wide open.
Hopefully don't clip that.
If that double's tough, in that case, is this not better to try to score 3?
If we, yeah.
So Ontario now under
there.
7
worry, like, if
minutes,
you put this
and
here,
obviously
then it's
one
making
end
this
to
double
play.
A lot easier.
No, I get it. I don't mind that call.
You can talk about it for much longer?
No.
Okay.
So, whatever you like. That's my first thought, but if you like the hit, that's fine.
I don't mind the hit, Scotty. It's tough double, or?
If we roll it right over, yeah, like,
okay.
You have to just whip it, and you're probably just knocking it over here anyway.
Kathy, just thinking out loud, but is this a lot of chatter? Are they overthinking the shot right now?
Well, yes and no. It's, you know, you're down 2 and 9, and you want to find a way to score 3. So I understand.
You ever like throwing this turn at it?
It curls a lot. I think
know.
it's
I like the
tough
straight
to
turn.
control.
I like your first call with board.
Okay.
And there is a lot of time. You know, ideally would like to have 4 minutes coming home. that is a very flat double. What is likely is that you can hit and roll towards one. And so the concern or the suggestion that maybe you go around the corner and you be half in front of one of those stones. The problem is if Terry and his team hit and roll that way, you've essentially put a guard on a stone that you now have to chase. You want to keep things relatively open.
And just so they wanted, a little rollover.
Now that double is not that difficult.
Yeah. What turn do you like?
Like the out.
All right, Jordan. Half a rock.
Yep.
With the action here, this could go around the horn, but will likely spill up top, maybe even behind the
I'm just
corner guard.
seeing how much weight that he's actually throwing at this. You know, the around the horn would mean that the one that is almost behind the guard would have to be higher.
Jordan Pinder
Go, Terry. Go, go,
Hard,
go,
Terry.
go.
Hard, Terry.
tries to spin it up, and that is a great shot. Look where he leaves the shooter.
It's beautiful.
And removes the 2 reds, and I think it might even be shot stone for Team New Brunswick.
I think
Good
it
shot.
is.
Sorry, hack.
Hack, yep.
Very nice. Up weight, catches one, catches the other thin. And Mark sweeping it a little bit.
Hack plus.
Sure he needed that.
To the
So
hack.
trying to cross the stone and utilize that corner guard and lie to.
Really hard. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right
Now
to it.
Forget sweeping Jonathan Buke
Really
stone.
hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bang, bang. There's the jam.
Okay.
And what was setting up pretty nicely for Team Ontario erased by that great shot from Jordan Pinder.
And that stone staying a lot straighter than they thought it would.
That's right. Yep, tight guard. The ice right.
I don't know if we need more than that. Do you think?
I would have thought a little bit more, halfway.
And as we can see the clocks there on the left side of the scoreboard, each team still with 1 timeout remaining.
Easier to raise.
I think we don't want to be in. If we're
Okay,
in,
halfway.
double.
2/3.
So
Shot
many
stone
options.
looking to
We pick
steal by a
Pick
guard.
it, he draws around his corner. We go too tight, he raises it back.
Yeah. Sorry, Rocky's racing. But
I like this.
I think you make
For
this,
shot.
he'll
Nice tight guard.
corner freeze us.
Yeah.
How deep do you want it?
Till it's covering.
What's that?
Till it's covering.
Covering what?
Well,
All right.
covering the straight back.
Okay, let's make it there.
I think halfway is the perfect spot.
Hey.
Looks
tight.
It's always interesting, Kathy, how people slide out or the broom they want to use, and he actually slides with the padding side down when he pushes out, where a lot of people will turn it over and use the plastic side. Whatever works for you.
You need curl or not?
No, it's looking good.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Both of you.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Live look now, Sheet D, Northwest Territories, BC. And Jim Cotter with hammer here in 9. And it looks to be the draw to score his 2, Kathy. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, for sure. Needs a bite of the 8-foot. We saw when we did an update, Jim getting 3 2 ends ago, and his draw went right to the back. Needs to be a little bit more precise this time. Needs 8-foot.
Well, we know that Jim has struggled at times with draw weight this week. In this game, Kathy, he is 100%.
Okay, we're off. This is a little heavy, guys.
And as you said, Kathy, the last one, he had some backing, and it was heavy, and this one does stop in time. So, and that'll do it.
I was like, why is he sweeping it?
So handshakes and a final, and that is a big win for BC, improving their record now to 4-2, a 9-5 final. As BC keeping their hopes alive of making that championship round of 8 tomorrow.
Just normal?
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
And BC has Ontario tonight, so obviously Jim Cotter and company watching this game closely. Scott McDonald.
Real good.
Taps it back. Both New Brunswick Stones moving, one entirely out and the other one pushed back 8.
Good, really good.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks.
Just had to throw a little harder, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think
right where we did.
positioning them is more important.
No, that's good. Throw it a little harder, though. That's real good. I'll take it, though.
Me too.
The positioning that he's talking about is the angles that they got when they hit. We're trying to get more to the nose, but the way it worked out, that stone is buried.
I don't think we ever chanced trying to chip them out.
No.
With that
Oh, you're right.
red one
That's
up there,
dangerous.
so
You're right, yeah.
just go wide around, and I think we can get back to the button, guys.
Yeah. If
Make
it comes
him have
up
to-
short and corner freezes, his intern's tough too. We'll watch.
Intern's really tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he would only get to his.
That's right.
There's no hole.
That intern is very difficult. If you see those two guards, if they block out the out-turn side, even if they're not shot, for Scott McDonald to try to score 2 and tie this game,
I think it's lots of weight.
might be forced to the intern, and
I think the weight's good.
you just get by the outside one, you're going to wind up on top of your own.
You got it.
Right, real close.
Hard mark.
Final stone at 9, Terry Odishaw.
Whoa, whoa.
Right now, shot stone belongs to Team Ontario. They wanted to go around, maybe backup plan, the corner freeze, a little tap. And that is second shot
really good.
stone with one to come
That's really good.
from Team Ontario.
What's the easier turn? I guess you got to really shave the guard, but you could. No, to here you're probably getting that.
Yep. Oh, it's
That's
really hard.
enough, but it's got to
Right
be
in?
pretty precise. Here you're taking this and hoping it spins, I think. What do you think?
No, I'm trying to think what turn.
Well, that out-turn looks easier. That intern's
Sorry?
tough.
With board. If you don't see a draw.
I think that's tougher than we need to do it, Wes.
Okay.
That's harder than the draw.
Would you ever play the tap back, Kathy? The red, a quiet weight tap, and try score 2 that way?
The tap, sorry.
The tap back, the red stone right on the center line. Tap it straight back with
The
quiet
guard?
weight. Yep.
Right beside it.
You know, I think that the problem is with that, or the shot that was called from the hack, that board weight, is if it hangs, you run the risk of moving your own out of the way. They've got one. Worst case scenario is they're down 1 coming home. You don't want to at all move that yellow one. The challenge with this turn is that not only do you have to navigate a port, but you have to have the right weight. That out turn, I know that he may be concerned about the Yellowstone, but he needs to be full 4, and there's more real estate available on the out turn side, but this is his comfort and therefore his decision.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
You have to think, looking at the scoreboard, regardless, really needs to score 2 here.
Hard. Yep. Hard. Gotta go line. Gotta
Final
go line.
stone,
Hard.
Scott McDonald.
Small bounce.
Out of the
Small bounce.
Rockaway Golf and Curling Club.
Oh, it's not in there.
And it's not there. It'll be a little tap and just the single. So Team Ontario in tough. And once again, Terry Odishaw causing all sorts of problems for teams here at the Brier. Welcome back to our Brier coverage on this Wednesday morning. And just one sheet in play left, and it is Ontario, New Brunswick. And an attempt for 2, a tough one for Scott McDonald in 9. He gets a single, so it is 8-7, New Brunswick leading with hammer as Terry Odishaw looking to play spoiler here in this game against Ontario.
Well, the perfect tick made on the first one to move the Ontario stone off the center. If Scott can get this through.
Really got to work that stone to get it right out, and yes, barely.
Who says skips can't sweep?
I guess if it wasn't going to be in the rings, that's the best line out there.
Probably didn't roll.
Well, a great stat. They have done a great job. Leads the entire field. You don't have a choice.
What?
Okay.
Right? Like we have to replace it.
Really?
You do.
When they changed that?
I didn't see. Is that close here?
There was a time that you had the option of whether you wanted to replace the stone or not, but I think he may be confusing the rule with when there is a sweeping violation between the hog lines or when it comes across the hog line. That's when you actually have your three options. This isn't a burnt stone situation. This is a free guard zone situation, and the rock has to go back regardless of whether you want it to or not.
Tight.
Line's good.
Line's gonna be fine. It's all yours.
Just to my broom. Guys, it looks like lots.
Line's good.
So this is not about coming in. This is about creating another guard, a short
Line's
one.
good. Line's good. John's
Just
rock.
short of your broom. Wait's real good. I think you got to overbury it.
Yep.
10 stolen ends this week. Would love to make it 11.
It's pretty good. Good teaser.
Great throw.
Shot.
Yeah, can I have the out turn, Terry? No? Okay. No. Intern then. Intern.
Is that the one you like?
Yeah, that's good.
Didn't give him the other turn. He just gave him less ice.
That's awesome. Whatever you want, boss. As Mark Lecoq settles in. Just make it go away regardless of the turn.
Well, he didn't change the turn, I think, because he was concerned if you come off your own, you wind up promoting the red stone in the house.
One and a half.
You got it, Wes.
Kathy, we've told the story a few times, but if you're watching our coverage for the first time this week, it's interesting. When you come here for the first time, a lot of teams will reach out and get some experience. We told the story of Kirk Myers asking three-time Brier champ Mark Kennedy to work with him. Well, for Scott McDonald, he actually reached out to Bruce Patterson, who played here in this arena for Ontario back in 1982. And that year, Al Hackner won the Brier just to get a bit of the dealings of this building, the feel, and the city. So I found that interesting with all the names I guess you could talk to, whether it's a Wayne Middaugh or a Glenn Howard or a Russ Howard per se, but interesting. He talked to Bruce Patterson, who was here in 1982.
Well, he acknowledged that the game has changed dramatically since that time, but he also said the Brier and the prestige of it is the same, and he wanted to get that feeling, and he certainly got some great feedback from Bruce. And as with many of the people we have talked to this week, the best advice to give to rookies is to enjoy the moment.
Yep. Hard, Grant. Hard. Okay. Well.
Go. Good throw, Mark.
Mark doing his job at removing guards on both of his shots. Ontario will continue to place another stone out front, but have something to work with so far.
Same
Line's
spot.
good. Got room. Little tighter. A
little bit to make sure. I think we got to go a bit.
I think it's your rock.
Line's going to be good. Scott's rock.
Weight's good.
Scott's rock. Yep, a little. Yep. Both of you right to the end. Both of you. Yep. Come on. Great spot.
Good throw.
So the broom down quickly for Jordan Pinder.
Yep.
Get it sitting.
All right, we're good.
And away it goes. So for Scott McDonald, Kathy, in his first appearance at the Brier, it was a tough start. But I'll tell you what, he gave Team Canada a fantastic game, lost that one, then lost to Alberta, then got on a roll. 3 straight wins. Critical though, 3-2 record. If you lose this one, regardless, that sets up a massive game tonight against BC as just the top 4 from the pool, and we're focused obviously on Pool B, moving on to that championship round of 8 tomorrow.
I think you got to finish for the line.
At your feet.
Like to finish for the line.
Finish it.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Good.
Good.
Good. Good.
Shot.
Good.
Now, there's an outside chance here for Terry Odishaw and New Brunswick. Obviously, they started off with a win and then a few tough losses in a row, but again, they played brilliance in those losses.
They did.
So, you pull this off and win, and then you win tonight against the Northwest Territories. You still have an outside shot at a tiebreaker. A few things have to go your way. But big picture, Kathy, too, you got to remember, you bring your record forward, and even if you get to that championship round and you sneak in with 4 losses, you're still in tough. From that championship pool of 8, it's the Page playoff system, top 4 advance, and then, of course, you have your 3-4 game, the 1-2 game, the semifinal, and the championship gold medal game, obviously, on Sunday.
Speed's the same.
Draw weight last end would have been pretty close, eh? Yeah.
I think his draw weight was great. He just ran out of line.
So I'll give you a couple, 3 more.
3 to 5.
Make it good, guys.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, indicative of his play, very solid player. You saw 83% on draws. He would have been given a 0 for his second shot last end.
I like a lot.
I got there.
Don't need to.
Because he did not get shot, and so still some good numbers. Needs to make a good draw here to force Terry Odishaw to make a good one back.
West is line's real good though. Line's good.
Weight's perfect. Back button. Back button, back 4.
West.
Back 4.
You can go hair.
Yep.
Barry?
It's back 4. Yep. Hard.
Good.
Attaboy. Good. Great shot. Great shot.
And now decision time for Terry Odishaw. Do you go in now or do you rip?
You rip.
Okay.
Good. Nice shot.
Thanks.
I'm trying. Just peeling the guard, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Terry.
That stone is back 4. You peel. Your opponent will have to make a decision then about coming in the house. And then Terry will have to decide whether he wants to hit or draw, but for sure you want to peel that guard and have it open.
Well, if you look at the numbers, his 7 draws, fantastic, 100% in this game.
So probably pretty confident that if he needs to draw for the win, he will do just that.
So away that goes. And now for Scott McDonald, placement of this stone. And there you go.
Right there's perfect spot. Okay. Same line?
Same line. Right. Where were you here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you place it in the 8-foot.
Copy.
And very much like the Chelsea Carey stone in the final of the Scotties, you say to your opponent, do you want to draw or do you want to make the double?
Copy.
Toppy. Let's do it.
So I'm sure some nervous fans back home in Ontario watching on this Wednesday morning.
Pass the same.
At the Cataraqui Golf and Country Club.
Keep in mind, it is New Brunswick that is up 1. This is not a tie situation. And so Scott coming in, hoping to lie 2. Enough for the win if the Odishaw shot is not made.
The other thing too, Kathy, if he happens to come in deep, line up a double, I mean, Sherry can
full 8 on its own.
Rip a double, doesn't have to worry about the shooter either. So placement key here. Final stone for Scott McDonald.
Easy. Just full 8. Just full 8, guys. West rock the whole way.
I think you're fine. Heavy swing.
Easy. You're all there. All there. Whoa. Stop.
Sit.
Wants this to stop in time and not set up the double. And I guess decision time here for Terry. You could take on the double.
No, I think you will take on the double. You're up 1. You're going to get rid of 1 for sure by playing the nose hit.
You want to go high side?
Yep.
If you get rid of both of them, the game is over.
7/8. 7/8.
Firm.
Yeah, 7/8 high.
Just off nose.
All right, Terry. You got it, bud.
So Scott McDonald has done all he can do.
A little more, Grant.
Here in 10, 52-year-old Terry Odisha in his third Brier appearance. First time back since 2012 in Saskatoon. Final stone. Needs the double. Don't want to stuff it, and he will. So Ontario still very much alive with a steal of 1. All
right.
And we'll go an extra. All tied up at 8 here in Brandon. New Brunswick with hammer when we come back at 11.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada.
One game remaining this morning at the Keystone Center. An extra end needed after that steal of 1 in 10, courtesy Scott McDonald. So here in 11 it is New Brunswick, Terry Odisha, Yellowstones with hammer, and an opportunity to play spoiler as Scott McDonald trying to move on to that championship round of 8. And Terry Odisha still with a glimmer of hope as well in making that round. A lot has to go right, including a win with hammer here in 11.
I don't think you can. Whoa.
Now the tick shot moved it off the center line, but still did leave a very centrally located guard.
Leave some space.
So this is all about trying to make sure that the double is not set up for when Team New Brunswick are able to remove the stones.
I think you can't.
Also, he's trying to move it over because you can peel your own. You just can't peel your opponent's.
What's he throwing for weight here? Same weight?
Peeling our own.
Peeling our own, yeah. I think we're peeling our own.
Can't we go red, yellow?
Peeling the yellow?
Red, yellow with like board? And roll ours off and roll the red off? You know what I mean? You hit half the
You could play
red.
the same shot and get the yellow in.
Yeah. Like half the red rock.
That's the only guard they're going to have.
Just peel the yellow out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you hit half the red rock with board, though. Everything's gone.
Yeah.
Red moves over.
Whoa. Oh, no, you're going to have 2. Go, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Ah, forget it. Forget it.
Board on that. And
Well, no, I just had to peel the yellow.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes too much decision when you're in the hack and discussion. Are you throwing board? What are you playing? And when you have too many things in your head, it feeds right through your hands sometimes.
Yeah.
Might have been better for Grant to get up, reset, and then throw the shot.
The last one day.
Yeah, they felt good. He was the same thing as he did last time.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Line's good. Tight. Scott, you're rock the whole way.
It's tight.
Okay.
So Wesley Forget coming in with
Hold
the
it,
out
line's
turn.
fine. Lots of room even.
Line's everything.
Lots of
Keep
room.
it on this side of the sheet.
Tight. Don't need to go. Do not need to go if you're tight.
3 feet short.
All there, all there, all there, all there.
And a reminder, Ontario has BC later on this evening.
Pistol.
Great shot, Wes. Perfect.
So 4 teams already into the championship round of 8, and you carry the record forward. And obviously for Team Ontario, 3-2 record. Jim Cotter just won this morning. He's at 4-2. Ontario plays BC tonight, so critical that Ontario gets the win here. And for New Brunswick, trying to pull the teams back. And we started off our feature this morning was Nova Scotia Team Canada, and as mentioned, Nova Scotia has Team Alberta tonight, so they are in tough.
Right on the AGI logo, guys.
Same line.
Fight center or hair there.
You know the speed.
Well, unlike last end where Scott McDonald was worried just about stealing one initially and then tried to not convince Terry Odishaw, but hoping that he might consider playing the draw or a tough double. This is all about making sure there is lots of granite out front to hide behind.
Weight's perfect.
Just to my broom.
Weight's perfect.
We're there.
And also trying to position the stone so that there is not a double peel
Attaboy.
without leaving something else around.
Mark, hair high?
Yeah, hair high.
Both?
Probably about 3/4.
Yeah.
Flashing red?
Flashing red.
And Mark right away.
Take it off between the hogs.
That's the hog line violation.
So a tough one for Mark Lecoq is there you see it, the red's flashing, and he knew it right out of his hand.
Sometimes when they go green and red, it's a malfunction, but solid red.
I never even thought you went over. Did you?
That
there
finger,
you
you could see right at the end, he had his finger on it, and he knew.
And even heard him just say, yeah, I knew I did.
I'd like to throw the in because of the yellow, but I don't really know what that's
I
like
like
out
this.
there.
This gets carried easy.
Top button.
Okay, let's make it good, John.
Well, that makes it tough as these rocks build. And this arena ice is just so fast underfoot. You kick and you are at the hog line before you know it, and especially when you're throwing big peel weights. It's not the first and he won't be the last.
Close. Line only. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Back 4. Whoa.
Yeah, lots. No, can't go. Back 8.
Sit. Okay. Sit. Fudge. Okay.
So a lot deeper than they wanted, so trading a few mistakes here in 11.
Do you like this?
Not really.
No, I think you peel one more time, Terry.
Yeah,
you don't want
one
him?
more time, Terry. Make the double peel.
They got no way to raise that if we're perfect.
I don't want to give him a chance here. Let's
What?
double peel.
That's
Well,
a hard
if we're gonna
peel
do this,
still.
We gotta make it.
Do you like this, Jordan?
Whatever he likes.
I'm out.
What's that?
As they will take their one time out that they are allowed in this extra end.
What do you guys like? You guys?
I like the double. Time? Is there timeouts and extras?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, he's asked for it and the clock's still running.
No, we didn't know. I'm out.
You get another timeout in the extra end, and they will use it, so I'm assuming they'll fix the clock.
Well, what do you think?
Move off to the side, guys. Don't warm up the path.
I think we get into the. I think we get in now.
Yeah, then we're there. All they have to do is make one good something.
The double peel's pretty easy.
The double peel's easy.
Make it.
This is making it. That's such a tight guard.
They just position the red rocks to raise it back, and then we get nothing.
Yeah, if we go around, they always
now
have
you've
something.
got to draw both turns.
Yeah, but if they're top button.
If they're top button, we're probably going to have to make a double.
If we go deep,
They're coming around, you're running.
They got 3 shots left.
It's double peel, Terry, all day. Yeah.
Double peel, they come around, and you have to run it through.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
You agree, double peel.
I think that
You
there
have
is
to make
no
the run, too,
question
right?
that
Like,
you play
make
the
the run,
double
then all-
peel,
then all of a sudden
especially
you're up.
with where the Ontario stone went. If it was in the 4-foot, you might be thinking, what do we have to do? Do we have to try to move it while we have a chance? But that stone is back 12.
Well, no, we got the run through.
This is a pretty easy double peel and roll away to open up that front for yourself.
And now the key for Jordan Pinder is to make it after the timeout.
Gotta go.
Hold on.
And he'll leave that Ontario Redstone up front. And you knew right away from his body language that it's not what Terry wanted even after the timeout.
Still the call, though. It's like.
It is.
Yeah, I think I like the
We just
outside
gotta
again.
make a shot.
Sorry? I like the out again. Okay.
It's very easy sometimes to confuse
the speed.
a call versus execution, and you need to remember that it's easy to say it wasn't the right call when the shot is not made. But that, in my opinion, was the right call, is to open up the front, give yourself a chance to get to the forefoot.
5. Okay. Lots of line. Line's good. Play the weight. You gotta go. Line's
So now Jonathan Buke trying to lock one in there.
Hard.
Few guards to use.
Get it as far as you can go, hard, guys. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Push.
Keep
Just
going.
Push. Just push. You. Hard west.
That's fine. That's fine.
And it is buried, just biting the 8-foot.
What did I give you there?
I didn't get it.
I got 9.5.
Something in between those.
Again, an opportunity for New Brunswick to make a double kill and open up that path for Terry to the forefoot.
Hit it thin enough, you might even clip that back one.
Good.
Opens it up. And you're right, Kathy, just get that path open and give him a chance to draw for a single here in 11 at some point.
Yep. Like there? Yep.
In the meantime, Scott McDonald is going to try to make it as hard as possible on Terry Odishaw.
Speed's good.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. Yep. Ideally, you almost want to get it buried behind the tight one.
Yeah.
Kathy, final sheet out there, only game, extra end. We're getting midweek. Is the draw times pretty consistent from what you saw, even at the playing game on Friday night to now?
They are. The only challenge that I see for Scott is he's throwing down the center path as it comes into the house, and that is the path where you will see it start to break down in this 11th end. Keeping in mind that they throw up and down that path in the pregame practice, we do see it flattening out. So as it gets to the center line, it can stop fast and just not carry.
Way down.
That's 15-4.
That's good there, guys. That's good. Good,
You gotta leave it open if you can.
Okay.
Kate.
Good eyes.
Scott was trying to get them to stop.
All right, you know what now?
To leave that red stone on the outside. He could run back if he had to.
Is it?
Yeah, at least. Like it's.
Yep.
Just behind it.
I think he come around behind it, yeah.
Terry, we mentioned in his third Brier appearance as skip, and for Scott, his first.
Behind the tee, guys.
What's that?
No.
Behind the tee.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
What's not behind the tee, yeah. The top 4?
Well, yeah, if it's half exposed in the top 4, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
We saw him make a great draw for 2 in 8. His numbers on draws are very good.
So just there.
No time like right now to make a really good draw and force Scott McDonald to make a very good shot to even have Terry throw a second.
And by very good, Kathy, he is 100% with his draws in this game. Remember, he played the double in 10 and stuffed it. Now try wrap it around and get it partially buried, and it will stop top 4. It is shot stone.
Very nice.
1 to come from Scott McDonald. And of course, New Brunswick with hammer here in 11.
It's a great spot.
I don't think there's air.
We can't get by the guard and just tap the 7 to here, eh?
Oh boy.
It's pretty tough.
It's pretty
and
tough.
if you nose it, they're going to be second and they're just peeling.
Okay.
It's no good.
Solid board?
Kind of have to just roll it.
Solid board. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to here.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Like that?
Okay.
Can we?
Solid board.
So solid board to tap it back and force Terry Odishaw to hit and stick. And I think the reason that they're not playing to draw around that stone to the lid, you heard Scott McDonald feeling that it is 10 feet heavier on draw in this path, and so that would be such a precise shot. They want Terry to have to throw his last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Roll a couple rocks my way.
Okay, let's do
Leave
it.
him the 4-foot again.
What's the weight call?
Solid board.
Solid board. Let's do it.
So you roll to the 8-foot. Do you Hit or draw? That's Terry Odeshaw's question. But first, this needs to be made.
Yep.
Board up.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Scott McDonald
really
trying to battle back. He already stole one in 10 to force the extra. Final stone in 11. Has to remove the yellow stone. That shot rock. Get by his own red though first. Just does.
Go, Johnny. Go, go, go. Keep going. Keep going.
And the yellow
nice shot.
spills back 12. So is it draw or hit on the nose for the win?
Oh, that was great brushing to get him by. There was no room by those top stones in the house.
Goodbye. Attaboy. Go, Johnny. Go, go, go. Keep going. Keep going.
Wow.
Body language.
Love it.
Who says that the bench is not stressed?
That's awesome.
Need a chiropractor for all these guys.
They were never really in jeopardy of getting to the line.
No.
For Terry Odeshaw, he has some room that he can afford to roll.
And I don't think any problem with the jam, right, Kathy? That yellow stone should not cause any problems.
It's all about sticking the shoe.
Forward. Forward.
Boy, he's had some close games here at the Brier. Can he pull this one out? Final stone in 11, extra end, in an 8-8 tie.
Boy, Terry, good shot.
Boy.
Bang! Right on the nose, and a win for Terry Odeshaw in an extra versus Scott McDonald and Team Ontario.
Oh, we won one.
You certainly did win one. 9-8, the final score. And that is a big help, too, for Team BC as we check the standings. So that's good news for Nova Scotia as well. They have Ontario in their sights as well. And, of course, tonight it will all come down to that for Pool B. The top four obviously already moving in. Alberta, Team Canada, Northern Ontario wildcard. They have advanced. And with that, New Brunswick still alive. We'll wrap things up from Brandon after this.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Find comfort in Purex. By Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
So this afternoon, PEI John Likely against Brandon's own Mike McEwen. That 3-3 record, it is a must-win for Manitoba in their own province across our TSN network at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Wow, it is shaping up to be a pretty exciting final day of the group play. We started with 16 teams, and starting tomorrow, it's down to the top 8. On behalf of myself, Kathy Gauthier, our crew, thanks for watching our Brier coverage. It lives right here on TSN.